multi-stream service is configured. We're live now.
Safety.
Save me.
Don't worry
Just worry.
about your game. So think about me. It's safe for me. Just safe for me. Don't worry.
You should worry a lot.
Don't worry. But it's safe for me.
Don't remember the controls.
Don't remember.
Don't even know how to play it anymore. I forgot.
It's safe for me.
Time for thought.
It's your trust. And those you love. Trust them.
Don't
with
trust
your life.
them. Don't trust them with anything.
Who's your papa?
He just said Sasquatch.
So papa,
Come to Papa.
what you working with? TMX. Papa. Greatest papa. To ever papa. It's papa. Oh, it's papa.
Teach me the things you want to know.
You're doing a little like papa. Remind me of little Houston something. Move that power.
If you want it louder, I can just start.
That works too. It's just me, papa. Who do you trust but your papa?
Put your trust in me, Papa. Just put your trust in me.
Who do you trust but your papa?
It's so weird to just be like, being like, who do you trust, Papa? Put your trust in me, Papa.
Put your trust in me, papa. Put your trust in me, papa.
I won't ever steer you wrong, Papa. I won't ever steer you wrong, Papa.
Just leave it for me, papa.
You're the best little Papa.
Hey.
Best little papa son could ever ask for.
Ooh, you the best little Papa.
Even your son calling me little.
Dude.
How does he know?
He's not really your son.
Son.
Hello.
Did you guys take showers with your dads?
Of course.
Hey, yo, what?
Until what age? Weird first question.
You first.
What do you mean? 14.
Whoa. I want Toby to
Same as
answer.
everybody. Same
but
as everybody.
I'm sure. I feel like you do it until they start having memories, because then
Hey.
otherwise
I remember my dad's dick being
that's what I'm
like
saying.
at head height.
You're waggling right in front of them.
No.
Okay,
So
so
you gotta-
people,
I don't
folks in the
remember
chat. So folks in the chat, hit the like button and tell us what age you stopped bathing with your parents.
Yeah,
Appropriate podcast questions.
makes sense.
No, definitely. Probably.
had to
I was
be
probably
young.
like
I blocked it
maybe
out when I was
4?
young.
maybe 4.
Yeah,
like by the
maybe.
time I could shower by myself.
By
right?
the time I could tell anyone about it.
You guys stopped. Dabber, best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
By the
like-
time you could tell on him,
I just
I think that's what you said.
yeah.
Before then,
I just used to really like,
Company.
pushing,
Oh.
just wiping the wet hairs on his legs down.
Oh, dude, that's such an insane thing. That did you never
hair.
hear that fucking
Dementia Man.
Joe Biden?
Yeah.
yeah, dude. That's one of the most fucked up things I've ever
he
heard him
saying?
say. He was talking to me. He was at a
Oh,
pool.
the hairy leg.
Yeah,
Public
dude.
pool.
Like all the black kids would swim up to Joe Biden's
And
legs
touch your leg hair.
and wipe his leg hair down.
So hairy.
Wipe it down.
That
Such
is
an
a weird
odd
thing. Yeah.
Such an
It's
odd
like one of the few things he remembers. Is
Get
like,
him
oh,
away from the mic.
Yeah, dude, why are you
What
letting him do this? We should have
He
known.
just does that around hot mics.
He does sound like he's
He's-
a ghost.
I've got a story. That
told-
reminds me of a time.
Told the public, the public pool story into a hot mic.
Someone was talking about how George Clooney was the one who basically got him to step down from running again. He got
Yo.
a personal call from George Clooney
George,
to ask him.
That's such what a weird fucking story to have,
Yeah, that
and what a
sounds
weird thing
strange.
to like take responsibility for. You know, it was me.
That was me.
Yeah, what a weird story
You're
to
welcome.
break.
I had to
Yeah.
hop in there and show him what's what. I ran Ocean's 11. That was me.
That was really me.
I'm Danny Ocean.
I called Joe and I told him what everyone in America was thinking
Step
and
down,
saying.
Joe. He respects him. Is
He
that what it
respects
is?
Clooney.
He really has a thing for
I didn't even
Clooney.
know that they were boys.
I'm not surprised.
So
Probably Hunter
he should
Biden
let see, yeah,
introduced him.
he had a one-on-one with him.
So Clooney wrote in an article Time or something saying he should let someone else.
It wasn't a
step
phone
in.
call. It was through the.
So he read. So someone read Time magazine
I
to Joe
imagined
Biden.
it.
Yeah.
Look, bye.
This is what I would tell him.
Bitey.
See, that's the
You gotta
thing.
step
It's
down.
like
You're too old, man.
all these important people, like, it's like they don't read it. It has to be digested or clipped, soundbite, proteined out for someone. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
don't think that people. I don't think people read anymore, man.
It has to be clipped out
Newspaper.
somehow.
I mean, you have
people,
like I don't
people
actually
with,
go. I hate reading the news, but I do have like the news app to randomly flash bad headlines at me.
yeah, dude, you got to get
You
the
know.
morsels, not
The only time I'll
Peruse.
click is if the headline isn't finished. You know, because if they can get it,
I'm
across,
needed here.
Yeah.
I will finish the story.
If they can get it across in a headline, I think I'm good. I learned something, whatever. But in the
Yeah.
case that it's not finished in the headline, I think I have to finish the
Yeah.
headline. I have to know
So
what did Burger King do that made McDonald's so mad? You know, that's something I click on.
Okay, that's something you care about. That's
Yeah, yeah,
that's
well,
real.
you know,
That's
what did they
real
say on
human
Twitter
being
that,
shit.
You know, got them so upset.
sex trafficking charge got leveled on the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch today.
What? That's crazy. That fucking brand's been out of business for like 7 years
So
now.
it's a multi-pronged thing, yeah.
I
So
mean, like, wow, crazy
is
that
it?
it took you this long. The owner, the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch has
Sex trafficking.
has had sex trafficking litigation
Yeah.
put on him,
filed against him.
I watched a documentary. It was like a couple years ago about how they,
Yeah.
God
just
damn
really
it! There's not a
abusive to
pair of
their
jeans
models.
that looked better on me than
Yeah,
a pair
it
of
was so
Abercrombie and
obvious, like-
Fitches.
I'll be honest.
You
So
had to be hot to work there. Doesn't that mean like right off the bat that they were doing weird shit?
also just
Because
the
that means
ads
they
are
were like
I can
judging
see
you
it.
right off the bat. You walk in, stripped down, and you get harshly judged.
Well, I don't think that necessarily has to do with it because they want Uggos to shop there. You know what I mean? They want the Uggos money.
They don't want the owner said that he didn't want certain people in his clothing. He doesn't want to be represented like that. He doesn't want fat people to wear the clothes because it'd make the clothes look bad. So he doesn't make them in plus
Hollister said,
sizes.
"Fuck it, we'll
Right?
we'll
That's
take
why
everyone."
it was only in certain sizes. He wanted a certain image, but with the way the hiring,
I don't know. When I would
process-
go in there, they definitely had like some triple XLs. You just got to be like a pretty thick boy,
I mean, you can be a strong if you're a football guy,
strong like ox. Okay.
If you're like on the line, a football player, sure, you can come in here and we'll let you slide on that one. It's
Okay.
all muscle thighs.
okay. Yeah. Oh, thick thighs.
But just the inherent reason that you like have to be attractive is just gonna be weird interview process. It was the same
So
thing
you're
at
hot.
Hooters, right? What do they do at Hooters when you come in, you don't have big boobs.
There's plenty of small-breasted women that work at.
So
Where-
I think
where's the
that
line?
they
Where
go
would they
Dutch on the surgery or pay for it.
I have seen that.
They will-
I saw
yeah, that's fucked up.
undercover boss that was the guy who owned the Hooters.
And we'll get you tits. Don't worry
Ones
about
in-
that.
Yeah, it was super creepy. Like,
I mean, yeah, it's like we'll send you to classes. It's an investment in your future.
there was one though. I think one of the only women he had on there that was like managers.
Yeah.
That was what he did for her instead of like giving money, promoting
bonus,
whatever
yeah.
there.
Yeah, it would-
He's like, I know you wanted boobs for a long time, and I'm gonna help you get that.
I'll get you them
Here's
titties.
$3,000.
Towards.
Keep manipulating these young girls for me.
Oh my God.
It's weird. Have you seen that one? That
Yeah,
episode?
I saw
where he
it.
makes
I
them
saw
eat
it.
beans.
Yeah.
The guy, as a contest to see who can go home first, he like this big old boy, just nasty boy, lines up the girls and makes them eat beans off of a plate fastest to see who goes home first.
Yep.
It's just so degrading.
You want to go
And-
home early and stop
again,
making money?
What is it in like the?
You gotta.
I thought it was like illegal to discriminate for like
Dehumanize.
physical stuff. So how do they even get away with like not hiring people that aren't like are traditionally attractive?
They just call
How
it.
do they get away with it legally?
They just call it chatter.
It's
It's not company policy. It's not corporate
It's
policy.
not. Are you,
Well-
like, how not?
I mean, I'm sure you know, it's just like one of those things. I bet you couldn't find it in writing anywhere, but it is just,
You think it's an unspoken bond?
It would have to
unspoken
be.
truth.
yes, it's not like corp.
No way.
Dude.
Well, see, the reason Abercrombie and Fitch got in so much trouble before even like sexual allegations and shit was their hiring process definitely included that. It was like heavily relied on looks.
That's fair. I just would imagine that it would be
And who is
stupid to
probably-
write it down in policy.
Well, do we need to put it down in paper that I like big butts and boobs, or can we skip that?
Can I actually like? I'm gonna have to put this like
You
in the
named it
contract.
Hooters.
Yeah, I'm gonna like. There's like.
It's obvious.
What's the other one? What's like the Hooters?
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is like I love David Lynch, but do you think he had to talk to him about that?
I don't know.
Even though it's just a thing that happens.
I like hearing people rep Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. So Josh.
Ultra cold beer. Okay. Okay.
Oh, you talking about the place Twin Peaks or like
The place.
Okay, not the show. Okay.
No.
I was about to say our boy Josh Olkin from Terrapin Flyer. He's huge into David Lynch. He's a Lynch head.
Nice.
A Lynchian.
Yep.
He's a Lynchian.
A branch
nice.
Lynchian.
Okay, that's
It's high level
like that.
to me, you know.
Get
gets
Waco.
points.
That's it.
I do get Waco.
I get
What up,
Waco'd.
not
No, it's like
Hendrix?
one of the best. What?
No, I not Hendrix. I like that one person is excited about the lore.
Yeah.
We
So
shall
Houston.
give you that. First off, we do have to drop something on you.
No, not yet. We need to tell him what we're doing first.
Yeah.
So last week,
Okay.
we got together. We did a podcast without you because you
you were
couldn't be
sick.
here, and you didn't watch that podcast, did
We
you?
made fun
No.
of you.
Okay.
No.
No.
You should watch.
So we started creating our lore for our world, for our universe, and so we're gonna
You already seem tired.
we're gonna walk you through some of it, and we're gonna continue to expound upon it tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you
That's
want
what
to
I'm
go ahead
saying.
and start our introduction though? We never did that.
Oh, welcome to the podcast of Drinking a Joint.
Episode 284.
I'm Houston, and that's Toby and Davey over there.
So unwilling and sassy.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
well,
we started creating our lore, and so do you have the note? Do you have the note pulled up? Can we
Yeah, so
can we
are-
read him through?
I'm excited about this. I did. So, like, I showed you when we were hanging out last time when we were going to do a podcast. I showed you a music video and talked to you a little bit about some of it, explained some of it, right?
Hey, I watched that Rhett and Link early this morning. Did you watch
Face
their
Mike?
red and blue room?
Yeah.
Dude, that fucked
Watch
me
that.
up. It
The
was
Wonder
like
Hole.
fucking with my brain. Just like the constant switch back and forth from like
Yeah.
all red to all blue. I was like, you're gonna
It
give
would
people
definitely
seizures,
affect
dude.
you. Yeah, it would definitely affect you. I was looking up some Attila the Hun for no fucking reason.
I want to know more about that guy.
Yeah, it's so
You know what I don't know enough about? The Hun.
Huns in general. I don't know. enough,
I
you
remember
know.
there was a Hun in Mulan.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
I need a drink and or a joint, and maybe a cigarette.
Maybe even a cig.
Okay. So
Hell yeah,
like
he
if you compare,
does.
are we getting to that?
But anyway, so
the note.
I briefly kind of went over the fact of like, let's do some lore. And so what I said when we started, I was like, everyone was like, Houston should be here. This is his episode. Everyone loved this. I was like, I bet he won't.
Yeah.
I was like, I bet he was not going to be into making lore with us. You were like, give him a chance.
Yeah,
But when
I championed for you.
Yeah, he did
Thank
champion
you for
for
that.
you. But when I introduced
I wish you hadn't have said we made fun of you and then
Immediately. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
You shouldn't have done that.
What
Fuck.
do you mean?
I can't
mean,
believe you've done that. If you wanted him
you
to
weren't
be
there.
if you
On
wanted
board
him,
at all?
if you wanted him to be here and you wanted him to be excited about it, should have just left that out.
I won't make fun of you then. Dork?
Okay. Okay.
No. Dork is so
You
underused.
dork.
You immediately turned him off. He's your enemy now.
See, I'm just not sure. Like, I don't know if this, like, it immediately made me suspicious of Rachel.
Who's
And then-
Rachel?
Okay, well, what's wrong with Rachel?
I've
Rachel
always
is just-
been on the fence about Rachel. So tell me.
Well, it's just
Tell me
funny
what I missed.
It's
Who's
just
that?
funny for a wood creature to
I know
say
because
its name is
friends.
Rachel.
I know
Oh, you mean the
because
look
that's the
thing.
only thing that it's just this
That
random.
one is not a stab at you. That is a funny joke about friends.
Okay.
That he knows the
Okay.
stories of friends.
Well, no,
Okay,
no, you
what's
guys are
on
both
the-
wrong. It's that he
And
we
he's beyond
said
gender.
We said what like
He's a
friends,
god.
and he said he's never seen that show before.
he
But at
ends
the
up seeing-
end,
yes.
yeah.
So it's a double joke, but it's also that he's beyond gender because it doesn't mean anything to him. He's a god,
Yeah.
right? So,
and he just doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't know what names are. He doesn't give a fuck.
so anyway,
Yeah.
you want to know your name in this world? No,
Sure.
we don't have one for you. Just
Okay. So what
it's
did I
not
miss?
like that.
No, I'm not. I don't plan on like.
Don't plan on.
I don't know. Maybe I should watch it just to like catch up on it later. But like,
What do you mean?
I won't hate watch it looking for shit.
Oh,
But I do want to know what I
Oh,
missed.
the us talking. Well, we
Yeah,
got
the
it right
episode.
here. It's not bad. So
We're not gonna watch it now.
you want to? So yeah.
So yeah,
You
give
wanna hop
me
in
the
here?
protein. Yeah, tell me what's the most important thing.
okay.
Okay.
So
That you-
we started out creating like alternatives for drugs.
Oh sure.
So
Like-
drugs are going to be represented through like the magics and shit of the world. There's going to be like so yeah, to give the overall idea that we kind of came to was to add stories. We can add our own stories and friend stories about these psychedelics and stuff. Like you can have different trip stories that you tell in this olden time, right?
Alternate time.
Alternate. Yeah. It's not necessarily, it's not in our world. This never happened. But so what we have is the names for the magic. We kind of started there. The Damascent Flame was the DMT one. It's got the letters in there.
And that's the one you did a music video on.
That's the one I missed, the Blue Flame.
Okay.
And then we got Lysandric Dust, which is the LSD one. That has the
Okay.
letters in there. It's more of a
And
physical
so you can,
I got it.
powder thing.
Like
you can-
Midsummer
that's
them.
Very
Yeah.
prankstery. If you were to blow it in people's face and stuff, you can see that.
Okay.
We've got Xylotum caps, which you could guess are
Mushrooms, I'm
It's
sure.
mushroom. Yeah, you would have actual mushrooms, I suppose, growing
I think
in
it's
the world.
pronounced
That are,
Salatum.
maybe we make them just a side idea. This is why we need a world. Maybe they're like. I like the idea that mushrooms are a different alien race that that landed here on an asteroid and grew, and
Okay.
because they're like extra conscious.
'Cause
for a
that's its,
plant
like-
or something,
That's its actual.
Yeah,
origin.
like that's its lore, and so we put in things like that we enjoy.
So mushrooms just exist.
Conspiracies
Pretty much
we can
unchanged.
throw in there.
Pretty much unchanged. Yeah,
Yeah.
we call them caps because maybe it's just the buttons they come out of stuff. Maybe it's not just like an actual full.
Yeah.
They just look different. But
But
yes,
it has to be a mushroom.
mushrooms.
Dickens.
And then the last two we've got so far are ecstatic shards, which you can guess what that is. No.
Yeah, sounds like friggin' sass or something.
Yeah. Okay. And then we've got sugar leaf, which is the weed.
Yeah.
Which is the herb, the everyday
Old
herb.
Toby. That's actually from Lord of the Rings. That's their funny smoking weed.
What?
Old Toby.
Old Toby is weed?
That is a strain or variety of
Nice.
smoking weed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do they get high a lot?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, they
Yeah,
call it
dude.
the halfling's leaf.
The hobbits do, right? Are they ones smoking
They
weed all the time?
smoke that shit all the time.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Bilbo's high off his ass.
And
So-
apparently, yeah, it's like a relatively new thing, and Gandalf is crazy about it. That's what they're smoking.
Yeah, because there's even like a reference to it. It's like
There's a little line. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
like-
your love for the hobbit's weed,
Yeah,
or the
or the
hobbit's, whatever. The halfling's leaf has made your mind soft. It's
So-
basically when he's torturing him on the roof,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's our basic.
Making him break dance.
Yeah.
Making him fucking spin around.
fucking him up.
Yeah.
Sir Christopher.
So that's our basic.
That's the
idea
drugs.
for the world.
Oh,
That's the
okay,
drugs
so-
of the world.
You didn't make fun of me at all.
We're not making fun of you, but
That was a joke.
we just
Not
make
based.
fun of you for
That was
fun
just
all
a
the
throwaway line. Okay.
time. But no, I don't want to make fun of you. No.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I even thought that. That's crazy.
I don't know.
Where I
Yeah.
got that. I'm sorry, dude.
I said it.
Oh, you said it to my face?
Okay.
Hot damn. Okay. So what?
Our world. So what we got so far is our world is called Lapis Meridia. And so that is a planet which eventually
The
we
blue
could have
line.
different planets, universes, but we got to start somewhere. This is our
So like
Earth.
that's our realm.
Our
Our
Earth
realm is
realm.
called Lapis Meridia.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Are you cool with
A
that?
lot of blue stuff.
Do you
Yeah,
like that?
the blue planet kind of thing.
No, I don't think it's like bad at all.
And so the idea
instant
of the
feeling is I like it.
sounds ancient.
So,
So the Meridia idea kind of comes from, go ahead and tell you about the Unmer people, which live in Unmeria, and they are underwater
They're the water
natives.
people.
They were
Where do they
native
breathe?
to Lapis Meridia.
okay.
So Unmer comes from under sea. So
Yeah.
Mare is sea.
Maritime, mermaid. You got mermaids in there.
Yeah, I get it.
They're kind of,
so the
they
Unmer
love
are
to
the
fuck.
under the sea people.
Okay.
And see, they are fighting. So basically, from what we got to, I think that it's like this representation of like lizard people, of like a reptilian race, which we decide we're going to be more alligator-like
Yeah.
in this world.
They worship an alligator, I thought.
Yeah,
I
but
thought
he's
they
a
could
part
be a
of
bunch
the-
of different things.
Well, he's a part of the race, the reptilian race, right? So they could look like different things, but the one we're using here,
It's like it's an analog for the Catholic Church.
yeah. So there is a church that worships this alligator god, Angor.
Angor
And
anger.
The people that worship him are the Onri people. ONRI. Do you know why?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, come on.
I can't think of anything
Give us a
better.
little
Yeah, I
bit.
got it.
Get
No, I
it?
totally am. Yes, I got it. They're the Henri people because
his
they
name's
ain't
Angor
got no
Al-
teeth.
Yeah. And they're the church, and the Church of Angor, and they own 3 kingdoms out of the 8.
They're trying to conquer all the kingdoms.
trying to do some new world order shit.
Yeah, they're
And
straight
the
up like
Unmera,
Rome.
or
Yeah.
the Unmer people are one of the other civilizations that are fighting against them because they're the ones who colonize their planet. Essentially, is what I'm thinking. Like, I don't know how yet, but maybe that alligator god level, his gods brought down slaves and are using them, on this planet that wasn't theirs and pushed them into the waters or lowered the water to create land and took some of their land by doing that. You know what I mean? It could have been all water planet that like they lowered the seas and then took a lot of the shit and they're taking over slowly, like drying up the earth. And then they won't have anywhere to live. See,
Oh, fuck yeah.
that's a decent story. They're
Yeah,
trying to suck all the waters dry.
I like a good old malicious god.
And yeah, so it'd
You
be
know-
like fighting against religion, government. That can be that character, whatever. So that's the general thing we got. So the 3 kingdoms we named: Angoria, Jaro or Yarrow, and Bygard.
By guard.
And
So
Guard?
wait, where?
that's pretty much what we got so far. So that's where
So
we're
what are
bringing-
the other kingdoms?
So we need so we've got
Unmera is
Bygard, Unmeria, we've got Yarrow and Angoria. So we need 4 more. So there's 8 kingdoms within the realm of.
Are they land
Lapis
or underwater?
Meridia. Well, so Unmer is underwater. That's an
That would be
underwater
the-
civilization.
Yeah. That would be
Okay.
the one that's left underwater, I would
All
think.
right, so
Unless
we're
they're
not-
fighting someone underwater still, but
Yeah.
then that would be another native thing. So
we
It's
haven't
hard not to
even-
do like elemental stuff.
Right. So I kind of want to do like a mix. I don't necessarily want to do all elemental stuff. There
yeah.
should be like elemental like
I do like that.
essences for sure, because like there's
I thought about
there's
that.
gonna be ints, of course. There has to be tree people, some form of tree person,
Mm-hmm.
whether they
But-
be tree dwelling like fucking koala people, koala like people,
Yeah.
marsupials.
But that's
So,
why
yeah.
we don't just pick like the 4, like 4 elements and run
Right,
with
you
that,
would
'cause you
wanna-
want it to open up. So what's another elemental
You would want to do
kingdom
like
that would exist?
Well,
that
you
you're
would want to
thinking?
like maybe, and I don't know if it's unnecessarily. I mean, so to get away from it being like a basic idea, you would want to at least kind of combine a couple attributes. Like something that's like high altitude, like air,
Like-
and frozen.
Okay, like cold
so-
bird people.
Just
I like
just
the really
okay.
high up. Yeah, so they live
just a
they live
combination.
in the skies.
So you got
essentially.
wind, but ice.
Okay, so what would that kingdom be called?
I don't know. It's just an
So
example.
like, what would the? Well, no. I mean,
That's
like
good.
this is the lore,
Okay.
right?
So
So
do they live
and
in
there's
the-
no takesy backsies apparently.
No, that's not.
Apparently,
what I meant.
everything is added
Everything
to the
is
lore.
canon.
So
is what I
bird
said.
people
But-
is very on the nose
It
and
is.
What I'm
very
saying is that
done.
you can just keep adding. That's essentially what we
So
know.
would
We
these
don't have
be
to-
like?
Crystalline? They could be crystalline like or something.
But how
in
do
that
that?
world.
How okay? I like that. That deals
a
with like.
crystal bird like?
They don't have to be bird-like.
Bird is too on the nose. Like
So how do they
Bird-like
use? How do they?
human,
wi-
like
get around. How are they
style.
getting around?
yeah. So like the
See, I would-
flying aspect. Like how do these crystalline people?
I imagine more like old angel style, like kind of scary, but like.
Oh, floating, just straight up craggnal.
See, do
sorta.
they live in the skies or like up in the mountains?
See,
Because the sky.
that's the first
people
thing
is
you
a
think is.
cool- like somehow they have kingdoms in the sky, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, for them to be.
But how? So are they flying, floating?
I don't know. They could be interdimensional. They could be to do with water.
Now, see, outside of our kingdoms, we also have to create gods and races of creatures and stuff. So it's like
I guess.
that
I
doesn't
mean-
have to be a kingdom. It could be one that worships that type
The
of
crystalline. The
Yeah,
crystalline.
it could be just an
angels.
atmosphere.
Yeah, I like the crystal angel thing. Is cool.
Christ angel.
Christ angel. Put
Yeah.
mind freak in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, what would the so if there's like a mountain, like a high altitude, so maybe mountain or floating,
Floating city.
So yeah, so
like
you
some
might
floating
have a
land.
Yeah, okay, so I'm thinking you have. So we're thinking mountains, right? So you're thinking it could be a accumulation of like clouds at the top of the mountains that have some sort of like water-based, crystalline, sentient, essenced sort of intelligent life in the clouds up there.
Yeah, I like that. What would we call?
So
what would we call the cloud thing?
That would be the way the regular people got there was through the mountain, but they can,
They're in the clouds.
but they just live, yeah.
Yeah.
in the clouds around them.
So let's think about cloud names. So you've got like Nimbus.
Yeah, you're on the right path with that, I think. What's up? Is Nimbus a Greek god?
The
too?
Cumans.
Cumin. Yeah.
You don't want to go so simple as like cumulites.
Okay, so-
Crystalian?
Crystalians?
Yeah.
Christ aliens. Crystalians.
Christ Anglican.
Christ
Anglican.
angel. Still does magic. Ice. Frozen.
So, what are some cloud? Let's look up some
Yeah, let's look up cloud names. They all have cumulus in them, and I don't know what cumulus means.
accumulate.
That's what I would think.
So patronizing. You're probably right.
All right. So here's
Cirrus?
some cloud names.
Ooh.
So altocumulus. So we got Cirrus. Cirrus is good.
That sounds, yeah, again,
it's
sounds
wispy.
kinda Greek.
Cirrocumulus.
Those are not.
Cirrostratus.
Let's look at what Yes. Okay. I guess these are all clouds, and we're talking about clouds, so it can be any of these.
Clouds or ice?
Nimbostratus. Cumulus, cumulonimbus, stratocumulus, stratus. Those are the basics.
Do we just call them cirrus people?
Okay, but those are
cirrus
low level
people, 'cause that
clouds.
would just be
What's
like
some
the
high level
cloud
clouds?
people.
These guys, cirrus.
Okay,
Cirrus is good.
Cirrus is fine,
Very wispy.
but Cirrus
looking clouds.
needs something else. So
The cirrus people.
The
sounds
cirrus
good, so it's
nimbi.
close. Well, I like the crystal something in there. So a cirrus.
So yeah, I mean, fuck. What is a crystalline life form like?
Yeah, different shape of a crystal. What is that?
I mean, let's think about
what are the
all a crystal
structures
is
called?
yeah.
The little towers.
Okay. Let's think of some big words. Monolith.
crystal.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Okay. Huh.
I
What
see.
am I thinking of?
I mean, I see tetra. And I
Tetra.
like that.
Tetra and Terra.
The cubic cirrus.
Tetracirrus. The Tetracirrus people.
That's
pretty good.
That's fine. I mean, honestly, Tetracirrus sounds great. And
It sounds like a name, though. I don't know.
The
Or is it-
tetracirrus. I mean, that's what they would call the
Would that be
crystal people, the crystal cloud people.
So
Tetracelian.
all right.
Tetracerian.
So what's a
Syrian.
What is a territory? Another territory that we would. So we could. So like, what do we?
So do you guys like the idea of mountains, or do you like the idea of kind of like?
I'm thinking of like a range of mountains that has this going on around them.
Okay. Do we like the idea of I'm seeing, like, I don't want to go too Avatar with it, but I always did like the floating like bodies of land,
Yeah.
like where
I like
they're
that too.
airborne.
I like.
You could do a mountain range with like
sky
floating
cities.
peaks.
Yeah. See, maybe the mountain. Maybe it's just amongst a mountain range.
Like the
So-
peaks are so high that they're in the stratosphere where there's less gravity, so like they've broken off.
Oh
and
yeah,
float
zero
right above.
gravity. Yeah, no, they're
So they are
yeah.
part of
I
a
like
mountain
that.
range.
I like
That's
that.
good.
I've seen that before, and I like that a lot for this.
Okay.
So 0 G's, but so that's the thing is they have to have a history that is touching points in history with like a different civilization. I don't think they're doing anything on their own, and I think they might be mistaken for something.
They would be connected to the Unmer people, right? Because they're the water folk. And so like so you could
they
have-
go there.
So they come from there, right? Because the water evaporates
And
into
they go there
the
when they
air.
die.
Oh, so these are the spirits of the Unmer
Oh.
people, the Tetracirrus.
Wait, so they
don't
dry
proceed.
up?
And I
Well,
kind of
like
want
they
the
feed into
Unmer
them.
people now to
Okay,
be made
so
of water.
Are they?
I want them to be
they are
like
living the life cycle of a water droplet being like evaporated up,
and it could be like them like praying to their gods and joining their gods.
and then they rain back down.
Yeah, that's
in
their form of
crystal
reconnection.
rain. Crystal rain. Crystal rain.
Shit. Yeah, the whole crystal thing.
Okay,
I don't
so
know.
there's a whole life cycle on this. On
You
this
want
planet.
to walk back on the crystal people?
Well, like snow and rain. I mean, it all has like a have like
There's
a crystalline
ice.
structure. Exactly.
Yeah, so I mean that.
I mean, so they
makes
can be ice people. Like,
But I like the idea of that there's like a life cycle going on that somehow, their spirits are, but they don't leave the realm.
Acid rain.
Like,
Sorry.
when they evaporate, which we'll find another way to say that, die. Their spirits don't actually leave the realm. They're trapped in the city, in the Tetracirrus, which is kind of like it might be a heaven. It might be a
okay. So
purgatory.
if it's like a land, it'd be the Terracirrus,
yeah, like
Cloudland.
yeah,
oh, yeah,
yes, that's
yeah.
good. It works both ways because Terra
Terra.
still works for crystal stuff, right? Is that just in Pokemon?
I mean, I
thinking
think
of
he's
Terra
like
something.
terrain.
Yeah, Terra.
Yeah, terrain.
You're talking
yeah.
about terrestrialize him, dude?
Yeah, but there's a reason they picked that. You know,
Oh, okay.
terraforming,
Terrestrialize.
terraform. That's still terrain.
All right.
Okay,
That's pretty. That's pretty.
but
fun.
I like that.
I do like that.
Okay, so Terra Cirrus.
I do. That is a concept that I really like. Is like the whole like trying to establish some sort of like galaxy wide communication with a monolith that terraforms something based on a homeland. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's like Transformers. That's Transformers.
That's also Superman. That's Man of Steel.
Oh.
The Kryptonians. They come to
Oh,
Earth
that's what they're trying to do. Yes.
terraform, Yeah.
Got it. Never mind.
Trying to
So-
turn it into a new Krypton.
his
Chug
own
it. Chug
people.
it. Chug it. It's been done. Okay. I got it.
Okay, so
Still a fun idea,
so
though.
their souls get trapped in this like purgatory or heaven like place, right? And so something happens. I don't know if there's only a certain amount of time they get to spend there, just like on Earth.
I like the idea of them being like a transmuted form of the Unmer people, since the Unmer people are like of the water. They evaporate into the clouds and are then just like reformed into. It's like a rebirth type of thing.
So they go up there for an allotted amount of time, just like they're on Earth.
I
So they
think
have,
it's
like,
just an
another life.
evolution type thing. I think that
But they
might
don't
be a
come back
huge.
down.
So
They
it's one-
become the crystal cloud people, and I don't think there's a way back. I think they can only go forward. So they're like a race of people that continues to ascend.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was trying to make the water cycle thing. Is there a way? Maybe you can get kicked out or something.
And they smash you to bits and
they-
make you
you rain
fall
down, back to Earth and become the water people.
What do you
again,
guys
right?
think in the chat? What should we do with these crystal people? I like the
It
idea.
could go both ways.
It just like I want to figure out, because like then that makes the Unmer people like very special. That makes them almost like monk like, because they literally know that they transmute into a different, like a literal different being. Like I don't know if they're like malevolent or benevolent. I don't know if they're like, if they turn into like the good gods, or
Is there a way they could be being so like when I was thinking about the life cycle thing, is some way they're being harvested? Because the idea of their souls being trapped in this place and them only being able to go down again to do it all over again seems like nightmarish. So it's like maybe they
the Unmer people are immortal. Like they go
Yeah.
between these states of being.
So I don't know. I imagine the reptilian people.
I wish there was a way for
trapping
me to
them.
like show my iPad and draw.
Yeah. We'll figure that out.
Is this Avatar? We're trying to make it not Avatar.
Yeah, I mean the blue, all the blue stuff. You know, I don't know.
It will be different. Trust me.
I mean, well,
That's
so
too much.
I guess like their consciousness and being like backed up is very Avatar like.
Well, but the idea of them being stuck and harvested, like that's why they're terrified. That's why they're killing them. They like gain something from them going into their life cycle or when they die.
Yeah.
Maybe just the land. Maybe the more they kill, the more. So when they come back down, there's less land for them to live on because they're like taking it all or something. You know,
Yeah.
some way that it would be beneficial. Someone's gaining from them being stuck. Because at the end, you would want their souls to be freed from the cycle.
I think that's
Right.
just like their thing. I think that like it's just like they are a race that is like,
Just a transcendent
I wouldn't
race.
say doomed, but like they're effectively immortal, because
But
like
then they can be wiped out as well, right? So would that be the goal? Is to wipe out the rest of the people and send them on to the? But then they're all gods and they can reign in the realm or something, you know.
I don't know.
So maybe
it
you
sounds
don't want
really
to kill
messy.
them. Maybe you don't want
Yeah.
to kill them because they become a god and then they are more powerful than you. You know,
I don't know if we keep focusing on this part of
I
it.
mean, it can just be like a cycle, and that just be just a
Like a-
closed loop.
That's just a type of people that we have here. They don't necessarily have to be. They can take part, like Unmerians can take part in the wars and can have their reason for fighting. But I don't know if there's really a way to take them out.
I do like the idea of exploring and kind of having
they're too powerful to take out, so they inevitably just keep breeding.
yeah, like a
I was
slave
just trying
species
to
thing.
think of something about I like the idea of some being trapped in a realm and like being used to harness your energy. I kind of want to bring in that kind of conspiracy.
That's what I'm
thing.
saying. That's
harvesting
along the lines of
gold
where I
or
was.
souls.
That's where I'm at, like slave species. So like you can have like some sort of malicious entity that's seated in consciousness that sole purpose is to extract something.
Yeah.
So
And then
already we have the church that's following. Like again, they would be some kind of farm. For
Okay,
them.
so are we saying that the Unmarians, these water people,
Maybe they're outside.
maybe they are harvested for like hydroelectric power or like hydropower,
No,
like to power something.
that's what I was trying to think of. What it would be,
Or they use the crystals that rain down that is supposed to transmute back into them. They use those crystals for something.
maybe they're the one. Maybe they like understand one of these magics, and they're trying to, they gain it from their death. I don't know.
Is there class species warfare discrimination? Oh yeah. Oh my God, yes.
That you can't help.
The cloud people are high and mighty. Are they like pompous fucking like ascension bros?
Yeah, I
That'd
want to
be
know
funny.
more about the cloud people.
That'd be really funny.
So do they have so they become godlike? They were once human. They're trapped, but essentially their race.
I don't feel like
Where's
that
it
they're
on the
physical.
scale of like that to our alligator reptilian character? Like because that seems to have.
Is it literally a gator?
That's what we came up with so far.
He's a fucking massive
An alligator.
alligator with a Pope hat.
Because we also
That's hilarious.
One of the things it's going to be fighting, we thought going more.
I don't know about the Pope hat. I
Aqua
just made
thing,
up
like alligator with a Pope hat's a great idea. But something more Lovecraftian on the other side of like octopus or squid like creature that's fighting. So gator and squid fight is sick in the skies, but that'll be what some matchup.
But it
like
doesn't
that
have
might
to
work.
necessarily be a Cthulhu type. It can be like, it was just kind of like trying to think of like giant cuttlefish.
Something you would see in the water. I do like the idea of it being aquatic. For
Like
just
the
for one of-
alligator. Alligators they kind of do both.
yeah, I want a squid like thing, kind of something along those lines.
Can it
Maybe
be
those
less
spooky fish
Cthulhu
with
though?
the fish with the light.
Yeah.
hanging
An
on it.
anglerfish?
Anglerfish style thing.
Dude, anglerfish.
Something from the deep dark.
And those are the female anglerfish. Male anglerfish, they
Tiny.
literally they're tiny.
They become a part of it, right?
They
Don't
fuse to it.
fuse?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. That's not science fiction. That is just science. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That sounds not
nature.
real.
I heard about this fucking crazy isopod that it's like a parasitic isopod and it takes the place of the host fish's tongue.
I have seen that as well.
It's wild.
Yeah, dude.
It's like a
And
roly
then
poly.
eats what it's eating.
Yeah,
how it feeds.
it like gets in there and then it like apparently like acts like its tongue.
I'm just your tongue
can't
now.
make that
Yeah.
shit
I
up.
have moved in.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with those fungi that will attach. But everybody knows about all that.
Yeah. I do.
So what's
Oh, have you guys seen that transparent squid, that weird looking one that's like really deep in the bottom of the ocean?
I've seen some transparent looking squid.
The Humboldt squid's pretty interesting, but that's the red one.
Giant.
Damn.
They're so alien like. They're so from another world. The deep, dark squid. See, they could worship the squid god that lives
This guy,
in the sea.
this freaky little bitch.
Oh yeah, that is sick. That's a squid.
yeah.
I have seen some videos of that. It is terrifying. They're super duper tall. They have a dead one, right? And they have some video of like potentially a live one, or is that like
This
some
was
sort
the
of
live
sonic-
one. This is a Magnapina squid.
What do they think? They like zap stuff
Yeah, they're just floating there, hanging out.
and then zapping stuff with their freaky.
Just show me the video.
Oh.
Look at that
That is
freaky
creepy.
fuck.
Why are its legs so long?
Look at how long they are, dude.
weird tentacles.
It's like the Slender Man of fucking squids.
Also,
It's all
yeah, it's got that
leg.
manta ray movement.
yeah.
It's
got a
just
little
chilling,
cape.
That's
waiting
wonderful.
to get you.
That is a wonderful
That is creepy
thing.
as fuck. That is absolutely
So
nightmare
unnecessary.
shit.
See
So-
that fucking like a lightning strike, and that's fucking in the clouds, dude.
What if we
Yeah.
could use that as
That's good.
as a reference for our god that the Unmer people worship? So he lives under the in the deep dark sea.
He lives in the clouds, Toby.
Yeah, that's the twist. That's a good twist, dude. That it's
He
in the
lives
clouds.
His legs reach to the water.
Yeah,
Like you can see his legs dipping down into
it's a little,
the water.
it's a little
So do
nopey,
they
but I
worship-
love it.
Yeah,
Do they worship him because they will eventually be in his?
presence.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is he trapped?
Oh
Is he the
my
one that's
god.
trapped?
Okay, so is who's trapped? So hold on, I gotta. So the thing I'm seeing is like.
The deep sea squid god.
So you've got these fucking. You've got these fucking mountains. You've got this mountain range.
What do you see? And a squid god hanging over the mountain.
So and then these mountains, they have floating peaks.
Yeah. Shit has been chipped off.
And these clouds are fucking massive. You can kind of see the peaks of the mountains, kind of like floating there.
So what's our guy's name here? So Magnapina squids is what they're called. That's sick. Magnapina already sounds pretty awesome. Cause Pina, it would be like pinnacle. What's another word for the top of something? The zenith. The
crux.
Crest crux.
Peak. He's peak squid, dude.
Yeah.
Peakerton.
Also, like, I'm not sure if we're like on the nose about. I think that's a solid guess, but I'm not sure that's where Pinna comes from.
Pinna. I don't know. Magna Pinna sounds like tippy top to me.
Yeah, but
Magna. What's
Yeah.
another word we could use for like great squid? Great spooky sky squid. Start looking up some language translations. Sky squid.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking.
Well, okay, the mountains are down there. Giant.
So you got your mountains, and these mountains
Sky
are
god.
fucking massive.
Yeah,
These mountains
you
are fucking
can't
huge.
See much of this if you're a person, right? It's so
Right.
gigantic.
You just see these giant fucking legs going up into the sky.
yeah, because most of him is above the clouds, but you see his legs coming
Yeah.
down, so you know something creepy's over there. I like that. He's the one who runs that cloud realm.
All right, so this is what I drew. This is so cool that I can do this so fast. I just airdropped this shit, dude.
okay. So
Okay, so this is my little drawing that I came up with.
just now.
Yeah, I just did this. Okay, so we've got.
Yeah, so he's gigantic. He's pretty much dwells way above, outside of the atmosphere.
Okay, so like if you're
know.
down on the ground and you're like this is like a giant body of water that leads to these giant fucking mountains. They're fucking huge. They're the hugest things you've ever seen. And like the peaks of them have broken off. They're so high in the atmosphere that they float within the clouds. And then fucking lightning strike, you see the dude.
But yeah, like 3 levels up, you've got him. And those could be levels of, like, you know, they say levels of heaven and hell. It could be like a thing where there's different people on different levels of him. Like the top one get to see his face, his eye. and the other one's just to see the legs.
All right, what do you think about this
seeing the
imagery?
face.
I like it. I'm stuck on etymology stuff. That's where my
Like where
head's at
the
right now.
so what are we?
So
are we
this-
thinking of a
the
name?
he-
So
for
this is
him-
what I've got.
I got
Okay.
the Hebrew word for sky squid. It's
Okay.
Shamayim Dayanun.
Dianon.
Dayanun is
Okay, what were you thinking?
So I was where the angle I was looking at was like, what does like pinna mean in a zoological sense? So that's what I was looking at, and so like the associations that I found is that pinna and pinnae, it zoologically it means wing. It's a wing.
Okay.
Also,
so it looks like it's winged.
Anatomy wise, a pinna or pinnae is actually the outer part of your ear. It's also referred to as an oracle. Just saying. Just
Is
so.
this thing an oracle?
And it's
they-
spelled like aura, like oracle.
That's even
Yeah.
cooler.
An oracle.
Yeah. So
It could be the
Kinda
something
cool.
oracle. They could only the people on the top level that were able to see its face could
So-
speak to it.
bird, so winged is kind of in the right vein
I think
with what
that's
we're
why they're-
thinking.
Well, I think that's what they're calling it because of the head wings.
Exactly.
Yes.
The motility or whatever.
Okay, so
Panesh,
So that is a great idea for the movement of this
like
thing.
a Ganesh and Penna mixed. A Panesh. Sounds like
Panache.
food. Panesha.
Lady Panache.
I like something like Panesha, Paneska,
Oh, it sounds like food.
Paneska.
Puttanesca. But yeah, so
Let's try it. Gaelic. Mather. Shug.
why you still looking up a Hebrew shit?
No, this is Gaelic, bro.
Okay.
those are words for what?
Sky squid.
Sky stuff, sky squid.
We've got Tintin fish. Calamaro. Calamaro Tatano. Like calamaro. Awesome. Calamar.
Yeah.
Pin cow. Cowpen. Pin cow. Pinnacle.
Pin cow.
Pinnacle. Let's see. Sky beast. Kedamano.
So, are we having multiple Titan-esque sort of like creations, or is this an anomaly? Like,
I do like the idea of there being different gods, like
So they're gods.
different dimensional beings fighting. And they
Is
all
this thing
have their own
interdimensional?
slaves.
Is this thing associated with,
does
like,
seem more of
storms?
our,
is
yeah,
there
they
like
seem-
thunder going on in its tentacles or something? Like, I mean, is
That's
it
pretty
electric?
good. It does
Like lightning?
They would be able to cause some thunderstorms and stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. So I like you going down the path of Pin as the winged squid. We've
So
got
just these
Lula.
long, tangly appendages that are hanging. What are the
Pendula.
cloud? Like, are the clouds? What's going on with the
Linja.
clouds?
How about Croatian squid is Lignja? Linja. Linja pen. I like Linja. I like having the J in there. So Linja is squid. So it'd be like pin squid would be winged.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's like too on the nose just to say penne. and then like put like some. I mean, like so if it's
too much like pasta.
penne,
Yeah.
but it's got that the AE thing in it, the ethin.
Maybe pinna then. We pronounce it differently.
Well, two N's.
Yeah.
But then
But
it's
maybe
like
we'll add-
actually what we're talking about then.
We could add the mar from calamar. Also didn't know calamar was just like the word for squid. But we've got Pinmarlingja.
Yeah. I'm going in a fucking bad circle. I was just like, we could combine Oracle and Pinne
Okay.
and get Pinnacle.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
where I ended up too, back
Yeah.
at Pinnacle. But Orapin's not bad.
Pinnacle.
I like Orapin. Pinnacle is too it's too on the nose.
Yeah, it is.
But it is like it makes so much sense.
So,
I'm gonna go with Orapin for now. I like that. Aura spelled like aura. And then
All right.
pin spelled like how? Which way was
Yeah.
the winged?
Pinnae. Pinnae.
NNA. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I love the aura spelling. We may change that to an OR.
Also, I like Oracle for whatever reason, but
Now, it can be an oracle. Now, I like Orpinna. Orpinnae. Or maybe Orpinna with the AU. Can you imagine that?
yeah.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Orpinna. That's sick. We've got winged oracle, basically, is what essentially it means. And I like the idea of there being different levels where the tippy top in this realm get to talk to them and get advice. Or maybe they can change things in the world. They can definitely change the weather.
I just want to figure out what levels. So where are these appendages going, and where do they stop? Do they stop in the water?
They go into the water, yes.
They're in the water. Okay, so what are we seeing before it gets to the water? Is there clouds at all? Because we were mentioning maybe like even like
So they
lightning
go
sort
through
of
the clouds
like-
into the water. And that would be what the people down below see, would be just the bottom of the legs. But that all we would see. Well, if they go all the way in the water, yeah, we would just see like the tubes. It would look like coming down.
and it's just dangly tubes through
That's what
the air.
I guess they could.
I love the
thought about
idea
them
of the-
stopping in the mountains, but then the people underwater couldn't see them.
See, so I'm
worship.
thinking that that it's obscured by clouds. Its danglies are obscured by clouds, and that they think that the majority of the monster or whatever the thing is the sort of like manta ray wing sort of thing happening that's above the clouds. But
I don't know. I like the idea of them just seeing the legs, and they don't see its face. So you have to be on the certain level to even witness it and communicate with it. And it's so
you're
high
just
up,
seeing
too.
like fucking
You just see the
thousand
weird legs.
fucking-
So you know it's there. But I don't know if they end in the clouds or in the water, but it makes sense to end in the water because the people below.
So yeah, so you're saying that there's just clouds, and then over the clouds where you can't see is the thing moving, and then so you've got clouds, and then like the appendages going from the clouds into the water, and you just have
Yeah.
these wind chime like little things. Are they zapping stuff? Because I like that, but like I mean, we just got friggin' railroaded by like a fucking god, though.
them being worshipped by the water people and being a part of the life cycle of the water people, going to the sky realm, the electricity, but them being able to control weather is a good feature. So it wouldn't be like they're electric, but they can control weather. I would think. And maybe
Why
some
can't they
other
be?
things.
Why can't they be both? Why can't they be like water electric?
Yeah,
We have the
because
water
they can
electric company.
Yeah, they can use lightning, right? Because they would be able to start thunderstorms and stuff.
I do like the idea of that their appendage is like a jellyfish doing some zapping, and that there's like some sort of like
I do like this creepy stick legs that this thing has, though. You know what I mean?
is it fast? It's slow.
No,
It's definitely slow.
I would
I don't
think
know if it moves.
Oh, okay, cool.
If it's other dimensional, it could have existed somewhere else, or maybe it exists in all dimensions, or maybe they can.
I feel like it should be very
dimensions.
slow.
But maybe it doesn't move like physically. It would just be in a different place, right? Be able to teleport essentially if it needed to another realm.
Okay.
But I don't see it moving much. No, I don't see it fighting or like, just dangling
Fighting.
its legs.
It's just a god. It's just massive. I didn't think it would be fighting
It'll
stuff.
be fighting.
If it's in Toby's story, it must fight.
It
It
must
must
fight.
be war.
Kicking ass.
It's
your
really
power
just
ass.
kind of doing fucking
How
Van
much-
Damme splits.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's hitting sick combos. Yeah, I'm thinking it's really slow in that it's like utilizing the underwater thing, but in the air instead,
It
But
sees no
being
difference.
really slow really kind of makes sense for how massive it is, but I don't know if it's eating or if it's just dangerous. Like,
I do want to look at that. Use that other squid as a good starting place for it. Did that squid have like one eye like that? Do you remember?
no.
But I kind of like the idea of it just being an eye that you would be able to witness at this top level. And what are
and
they
then
using
for one
it for?
fucking hero to fucking stick a burning stick in.
So
fucking
is it
Cyclops
tormenting
eye.
the world? Is it trapped by the reptilian race? Like, is it a part of the slave thing? Like, did they trap this thing and therefore the people that
I like
exist?
I don't know.
Along
Yeah,
with
it
it.
could be just like a regular thing from another dimension that just got like brought over and just made to be gigantic.
So it could be
It could
the
just be
thing
an
that's
anomaly.
trapped.
Yeah,
So
it's
this
just-
is my
that's why
idea
souls
for
are
the
being
Unmer
trapped.
people. They're literally water.
oh,
yeah.
cool. So they're like like what we would think was like a shadow or something, right? It's
Yeah.
just like okay.
So this is what I
they're
got. Water guy.
Water
Dimen-
molecules that get
They just
closer,
like,
dense.
yeah,
Just like
There's
looks like a-
conscious water.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. That's great. That is a great stand-in for whatever you want to add to it. That's fine on its own too. That's
I
solid.
like it. So like, yeah, they go up to this realm, become crystal people or sky people. And again, that kind of
I mean, yeah,
If
they don't
our-
even have. I mean, they could be
or
just
Pina-
sentient and in a.
if the squid god is trapped by the reptilian people here,
So are they
that could
all pretty
explain-
peaceful, or are some of them like a dick?
What?
So
the-
like Kevin.
Them?
Yeah. Is there like a fucking
Yeah, there's always a dick. I mean,
Are they
This is
old?
all-
It just depends on how old they are. Are they advanced? Are they not advanced? It would depend on like how advanced they are.
I like leaning towards the Atlantean, like advanced civilization.
Then so I think they have limited
thing.
identity.
Okay, yeah. So like it would make sense that they're all just like naked.
Yeah.
And they just like they have these like these appendages that aren't actually like they don't come to any they don't have like fingers.
They don't have dicks.
They don't have dicks. No. They're not fucking. They
How
live in
convenient.
like a
Well-
they have no gender.
Yeah,
They can mix
That- no.
water.
Okay,
They're
cool.
with someone
fluid,
else.
Houston.
Got it.
Oh, it's human fluids though. They can squirt.
Human.
Let it be known they're big squirters.
That's all. Yeah, that's
But wait, about so
that's their porn.
do you like the idea of him being this god being trapped there, and that's why their souls are getting stuck because that god is the one who allows souls to pass beyond this
I
realm
think
or something?
I kind of like the idea of him not being intelligent at all.
It's just there.
Yeah,
It's
like
always
the idea
been
of
there.
him-
Might
a
be
god.
dead.
Yeah, it is.
You
yeah.
don't. So
it's
you
just
don't,
ancient.
It's not
and-
an oracle.
No.
Doesn't fight.
No,
What are you telling me? You're telling me
It
it
just
does
exists.
nothing?
You
Yeah,
want
it
to
could
say-
just be from another dimension, and it is
Oh.
way bigger than like what it. You know, it's
Well,
just a
even
random
if we're-
anomaly.
Even if we're going to use it as an oracle, like up top, they get info.
When I say
from it.
oracle, I've never meant like
That's what
that
I'm
kind
saying.
of oracle. Okay,
Them speaking to it they can't see the face at the bottom. I like the whole idea of they get some knowledge at the top from it. And even if it's that, there could be that the understanding of like humans, they think that it's like a corpse left over from a different dimension of like some ancient battle or something. They could think it's dead.
I do like that like some sort of big fight caused it to be brought here.
Yeah, and it's just
there.
dead now.
It's very
just-
dangerous.
It's a watcher.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a watcher. It watches. It's keeping an eye on us.
Could be
Could be not.
Could be technology. Could be just a camera.
Okay,
Like
so
someone left.
yeah, I do
someone
like
left
that.
just to watch on us. That could be one.
Man, you guys got to look at some Warhammer stuff. They got some good stuff in that.
Well, we're making our own thing.
I know.
Yeah.
We best. It's best we're not muddied by it. We're already muddied by so many things.
There's this one
muddy.
thing. Yeah, man, they have some good ideas.
So let's decide on what this motherfucker is. So
What do you mean? I think that's great.
Titan type oracle god, or is it dead leftovers, or is it a camera?
A camera.
That was one idea. Was just that it was left here to watch.
Oh, a watcher. I mean, I just think that's all it can do. It's just there. Yeah, I do like the idea of it being just a leftover from some greater conflict, and it's obviously just there, and it's tied in somehow, like some sort of older conflict. But I don't know about like.
What if it was old? Yeah, like old world technology, essentially. Like,
See, I feel like it. So we're thinking of this being some sort of eldritch abomination that was kind of brought from, like, you know, it was
Yeah.
like a weaponized thing.
that's what I was saying, though. It could be a trapped thing that's being juiced. You know, it's being farmed. It's being jacked and collected. You know,
I don't
it could
think-
be up in the sky and like some kind of something's holding it there, so that's why it doesn't move, and it's being like, we're taking its juice, we're milking it. You know.
Okay.
Toby's trying
do you
to
think?
milk something.
I don't know. Like, maybe it's too loose of an end, what I'm thinking, because I just feel like it could just be like this very complicated, very.
Just
Yeah,
a
I mean-
corpse.
It doesn't have to be a corpse. It just has to be like a remnant, you know? And it was like some former weapon that is just super massive, like, and it's left over from some sort of older conflict where it
I
was
like
brought
that
over.
idea. So leaning kind of even more technology, like it was like a ship at one point. It was some kind of weapon.
I'm thinking just a weapon, like it was like, you know, like something like, I don't fucking know. Like I keep thinking like Rita Repulsa, like it was some sort of clay thing that was made into a big weapon that resembled something else, and then now it's just existing.
A clay. I like it being kind of technological, biological.
I mean, it's definitely
mix.
alive. It's definitely alive, but like its existence is just kind of based on like some other decision. Like, I don't think that there's like some great reason for it to be there. It's just this giant thing that's there.
I mean, that just leaves it open ended. If we have to figure it out later, I guess.
Yeah.
But being some
I like
anomaly
that
in the
it's
sky,
eldritch. I like that it's just like there because you wanted like big
From
scary
some
squid
old-
god. This is biggest scariest squid god.
Yes, but and
The one
maybe
that you
just
don't know
leaving-
why it's there.
and maybe
Right.
just
That's
leaving
the
it
scariest thing of all. You don't know. Not knowing is.
You would leave it open ended as like, yeah, there would be some people that thought it was dead, some people that thought it was an oracle, some people, you know, so people would have their different ideas about it, but maybe we wouldn't say for a long time. Figure out what works best.
Pretty
'Cause
solid.
eventually
I
you
feel
have
like
to
that's a
say-
solid cycle.
Because
and
if it was old technology, you could eventually figure out how to turn it back on, and like, or if it was some god, you
it's
could figure out how
biological.
to
It has.
release
I feel like
or-
this has to be biological. It's like alive.
It seems
It's just
living
alive.
for sure.
Yeah.
But I would want to figure out what it does, give it a purpose, because it being up in the sky realm makes me want to attach it to them, so they're worshiping it for some reason. Maybe Maybe it's just some lore of like they know what it does up above in the upper heavens, but even like the lower heavens don't know what it is. They just worship it.
For sure. If their consciousness gets them into the
All
clouds
they
and
see
that thing is in the
so
clouds, then
you just
yeah.
see the legs, and they're like, "That's some god," and everyone just kind of accepts it, but even with not knowing if it's alive or not. Right? I like that idea of not knowing, but then eventually, the top people have to know. We'll have to give it something.
Yeah.
But I like that even up in the clouds, they don't know what it is. Like you think you're gonna die, the lore of a lot of religion
it could.
is that
Do
you
they
die
even
and then
eat?
meet God, right?
Yeah.
But you would die and still see the legs of God. Like you wouldn't actually get to get the answer that you wanted to, even by leaving that realm.
Yeah.
I like the irony of that.
Do
I was
these
kind of
guys
enjoying
eat?
that buzz.
The
now that
buzz.
it's
Yeah,
gone.
now that it's gone, things feel quiet.
Do these guys eat?
The water people, they eat something. They survive from something.
Okay.
They definitely, again, that's why I like the idea of the water lowering, because then they lose their home and their life because they can't exist on land. So it would just be all sending them all to the sky realm if you drained all the water. So do they eat? What do they eat? They just eat energy from the water. They drink. Essentially.
Fuck.
I don't know.
I mean, they just
Yeah.
exist, right? They're
Yeah.
just like.
So I mean, it's just consciousness, right?
It's
Yeah,
the
they're
only
just
way-
sentient water molecules, right?
Yeah, but if they would die if there was no more water, so they are getting energy from it being there, essentially, because it's
Oh, okay. So like, yeah. Well, what are they doing then? What are they?
well, if there's
they
no
do?
water, there's no them.
I know. So like, what is a large amount of like them look like? What does a colony look like? What is a civilization? Are they? This is not a civilization. It's just a large group of them.
I kind of like, instead of it being a reference to like, I don't know, land
Yeah, what
people
put them
taking
there?
over native tribes and stuff. I kind of like the idea of them representing the human in a lot of senses, of like the lowest level of like fragile consciousness. We are water things that could die at any point. We don't know where we go. We don't know what we're worshiping. So
Oh
we
yeah,
would
they
kinda
barely
be
exist.
We would kind of be the lowest level of consciousness in this world. So it wouldn't be actually based off of, we can take, because we were kind of leaning more like Earth kind of shit.
That they're
But I'd
like
to
almost an
start-
elemental.
Yeah, I'd like to start with human consciousness and everything else being kind of above that,
See, I do like the idea of there being a Kevin then. Like there's just like a big sorcerer that just fucked over their entire civilization, that they have like that they're drawn to some sort of
All right.
something else.
So here's my idea for like the crystal people that they ascend into, right?
Okay.
So it's just like, hold on, I'm moving it over. So to have the two of them next to each other. So,
And that's in a cloud.
yes.
Yeah, that would
All
be the cloud people. I like that.
So like, I definitely just like sketched over the other one, but
I like it. Essentially, again, if it was kind of
so like this guy turned into this guy.
if it was kind of about the human experience thing, it kind of be like us. Another added level would be, even when they die, they don't leave that realm.
Are there ancient ones trapped in the ice?
Oh, I love that. That's like AI.
Could be.
I do like that.
I think we've got to dive into their story, because they seem like a big part of this first thing.
How do we feel about like pink and purple crystal people?
Yeah, it's great. I like that a lot.
Okay, I like a purple.
All right. Okay.
And, I guess a blue for the water, blue and green for the water.
So
pink
how
and
many more
purple
life
for the
forms?
crystal,
Like,
something like that.
is there 4 more like kingdoms sort of?
There's-
Like,
well,
So
Yes,
there's
now
three
think
more
about-
now. Three more kingdoms, because we've come up with we don't have a name for the mountainous kingdom. Oh my god, if people like built into the legs of the giant squid, that would be interesting.
yeah,
like
housing.
Like,
Yeah.
It'd be
houses
cool
on
if
the
it
side
could
of a mountain
sustain
would.
them somehow. You know, like the zapping somehow like created.
Oh, that's what gives the water
Like
the
the
consciousness.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because okay, so if we're going, the jellyfish electric style, it's zapping the water molecules, bringing them to life. Definitely seems alive. I like that. So we got Orpina is what we got for the name. What would the land be called?
The land?
Skyland.
That's
we got
Terracira.
Yeah.
Or Terracirus. Terracirus.
That's very nice.
And then we got, dude, I love that visual.
Was it Orpine or Orpina?
Or its abbreviated form, Tiki. Tiki.
So we're thinking of a name for this guy.
That's what we were talking about. That's what we got to right here. AURPINNAE.
Orapine.
Be Orpina or Orpine or Orpine.
Piniara.
But like
Pinelius.
see, we almost got a pineal gland in there too. You know, we almost got aura and pineal gland. There's something around there, and then we got the.
Isn't it fucked up that it's pronounced pineal?
I always say pineal.
I always say pineal too.
Pinnacle. Pineal. Pinea. See, like aura pinea or pinea. Or pinea. And it's spelled with that AE. And I like zapping the water, making the people. Oh, yeah.
Zapping the water, making the people. We zapping the water, we making the people.
Life. Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to smoosh, get a portmanteau of a couple ideas.
Zapping the water.
Zapping the water, making the people.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
Long legs McGillicuddy.
Yeah.
Long legs.
Yeah, I've got, so instead of Magna, we've got Colossa something. We've got Tita.
You can use a Humboldt because of the big squid.
Taita.
Yeah,
Taika Waititi.
yeah. Pinalasas.
Pina coladas.
Yeah. Pinalasas. Pinacles. Pineapple.
Apple. Let's see.
We've already done so much research on squids.
What about octopus? Names for octopus in other languages.
So we got what, mollusk sort of thing. So we could go like mollusk.
Hobotnica.
Oh Lord,
Chabonice.
dude, what?
Black sprut.
Spruit.
Octopus.
Here.
Pulpo.
Here.
Puevue.
Usticala.
Tintin fish.
I do like spruit.
That's the same one as the squid one.
Polysport.
They don't have a distinction
So
between octopi.
Black fisk.
Fisk is good.
You like pulpo?
Fish. Pulpo.
plurv.
Puevue.
Plurv. Pulpo.
Joe,
European
Joe
Spanish.
Nice.
Well, there's also Latin American Spanish, and it is also pulpo. Osmiornica.
Con
Osmiornica. Kind of like that.
Well, okay. Well, yeah. Can we look up like what the scientific name for an octopus is? Like what its like genus species name is? Maybe like maybe we get the subdivisions of that. Like maybe like the Latin sort of scientific
Latin
name
name.
of.
Well, it's not an octopus.
Octopod.
I hate that. It's no good.
For squeet. Decapod.
Okay.
There's something-
Okay.
Podiformis.
Okay. Some kind of pod.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
I like Oropod.
The
Oropod
Oropod.
is so good.
Oropod is nice.
That's fine.
The Oropod. All hail the Oropod!
Yeah. Yes.
Why are you not hailing?
I don't know what it does.
You hail him.
But look at
It's
these
a
weird
fucking-
little legs.
It's
What
a
do they
god.
do?
It is definitely a god.
It gave life to the Unmer people. Hail!
It does give water life. Maybe you can you so if it gives water life, could the reptilian race send waves out?
Oh, you want me to draw an alligator with Bobat?
So could they send a wave out that taints him and therefore the water and the people that he creates? So they could create soldiers out of them if they taint the water. See?
Oh, okay. I do like the act of like, trying to pollute it in order to create a super thing, or you know what I mean. I do like the idea.
Zap of the water, make it the people. What we got after that?
Yeah, I do. I mean, like, I do like the idea of somehow like polluting it or bastardizing it somehow to like make an army of some sort. So there's like some aspiration to.
That's why they're trying to control it. Maybe they haven't achieved it yet.
Wait,
just
is it
don't
one? Is
get
it
it.
one? Is
I don't
it wait?
get
Is
how
it
it
one guy?
works.
Yeah, I mean, step in the water, make it to people. So
We're trying to.
so I'm trying to screw
use
that
it for
up somehow.
something.
How do we
Fuck it up.
how do we stop him from zapping the water, make it a people?
I want to more people.
How do we get him to zap the water, make it a people for us?
Yeah.
The great thinkers of our time.
You don't want to stop at a zap of the water. You
I
want
do
to
like their so just jumping into a random character. I do like there being like with a little speech impediment, a scientist is trying to figure this out.
what is the speech impediment?
It's just a little quirk for his
I do like
character.
the idea of like a scientist having to give it to him in a way he understands. I do think that's a funny gag.
You make it the water. You
Step in the water, make it to people. Step in the water, make it to people. More to people, more to us.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's just funny.
I understand. Go on.
Go.
Yeah.
No, that's it. They zap in the water to make it a people. They make it a people for us.
And that's still a Catholic Church reference because
Because it's
Of-
Italian.
it's the catacomb
It's a
shit
gross
where they-
caricature of.
they have theories that they would have because
fucking Italian, fucking Italian Catholic alligator person.
Yeah, we show someone. Yeah, we show some. Yeah, it's
Yep.
like these guys love Lovecraft, and instead of hating Asian people, they're like oddly racist
the Catholics.
against like Italians.
Yeah, fuck the Catholics, not Italians, but the Catholics can suck it.
Yeah, Roman people just fuck.
No,
them.
no,
Just-
the catacomb shit where like the water from the entire area ran through this church, and they built it in a way that like would reverberate certain frequencies.
Yeah.
So they could change the water molecules and make them like more docile, or give
Okay.
them like superpowers if they wanted to. So like, there's a weird conspiracy.
Zap in
that,
the water make super
Make it a
people.
superpower.
yeah,
Yes. But see, that's a conspiracy theory we can throw in that like so
We don't
they're
know
trying
what-
to they're trying to ring a bell or something in the right frequency and like taint this thing to make different kind of make different things even, and maybe you can make other things than people. I don't know. I just like using the bell.
I hate
theory.
these water people. Zap in the water make different people.
yeah.
I'm tired of fucking these blue ones. They just spill all over the place. I know they squirt, but that's all they do. And then they're gone. That's what you asked for, sir. You said make them squirt and then leave. I didn't mean water people.
You know I didn't mean water people. Okay, so we've got. All right. So we've got Skylands. We've got 5 of the 8 kingdoms. We need 3 more kingdoms.
Okay. Do we got any?
Yes.
So
We don't have like an Earth kingdom unless you would want that to be a form of like Terra Sirius. Because it's like floating Earth. No, different.
Yeah.
Well, is this all on one planet, or are these different planets within the realm?
no.
Realm,
Just
realm
just
is our place.
dry, not water, land.
Yeah, land folk.
So what kind of like? I
What?
mean,
Wait, are you saying? I'm just asking.
Kind of land.
Are you trying
You know,
to make
like,
it?
I mean,
'cause
yeah,
I
is
do
it-
want
is it
different
hot?
planets at some point.
is it
right?
dusty?
You want to do
But-
different planets at
It's
some
endless. There's
I mean,
different
maybe so. Okay, so-
dimensions.
point? But we
what
got to
kind of
deal with this one
planet?
first.
Okay, so what kind of land are we
but you
talking
said
about?
Earth.
We
So I
talking
was
about
thinking-
swampy land? We talking about dusty land?
So these are
hot
Earth
land,
people.
inhospitable,
Oh, we talked. Okay, so
like wasteland? Is it? Is it toxic in some way? Is it
I'm just
super
throwing
dry?
off by
Super
these
the
are
wet?
great questions.
Yeah.
I'm thrown off by the realm, where the realm ends.
Well,
Just
right
not water.
now,
Just all you need to know is it's
Right now,
not
we're
water.
creating a world, a
no.
planet.
So the
Sea level.
So the planet is. If you're looking at a map, our realm is like the continents on our little planet. It's just
Yeah,
like
we're
our
starting
little
from the
realm.
Earth kind of thing. Okay.
It's
talking
usually just that. It's usually just the realm.
No, there's different dimensional beings, so there would be different places that would exist beyond a single planet.
That they go to.
Yeah.
We don't go there.
What do you mean?
We don't know what happens there.
Somebody goes there. Somebody tells that story.
That's
to go
not
there.
how fantasy works.
Fantasy is never
Toby's
ending.
as soon as like you start
This was-
giving
that was
Toby
my
rules,
point.
man.
No, that was my. But you took my canon thing wrong. What I was saying was we can add whatever.
Yeah,
to the story.
I get it. But like right now, it's just we're trying to get the base.
So
Yeah,
we're
no,
at
I
a
do like-
planet. That's all I was asking.
Yeah, it's a
realm.
planet.
We're at a
Yeah, it's
planet.
planet. Yeah.
Okay, they all live on this one planet.
One planet
These
for now.
kingdoms.
One planet for now. One planet for now.
And so we
One
need
planet
someone.
for now.
What's another type of person you'd like to?
Can we?
Put into
We
the
don't have to
story.
call them realms. They could be domains.
They could be remains
We
that
have
are
one realm so
inhabited.
far.
What?
Right. So we have one.
What are you talking
So
about?
he said name realms. We just have the one right now. What do you mean?
Okay, sorry. Yes,
We're getting-
I
we
thought
need
we
to-
were
we need
using
to all-
interchangeable words.
Yeah, we got to be all on the same page about
So
the
he means
terminology.
realm, planet, one realm, planet.
This is like where our
We've got a planet.
story takes place.
So yeah, and so I guess respectively, their territories or kingdoms that have different like sea levels, I guess, or
Yeah.
okay, atmospheric levels.
yeah.
Okay, but it's all in one realm. Yes,
Yeah, when you say realm, there's more. There's
just
more
drop
than
a
one
realm,
planet
one
in a
realm. Yes.
Well, right now we're starting on this planet within the realm.
All right, and then
Okay.
what if there's
Who would be
like
fighting with the native, the underwater people? Who
Are
would
they
be-
native now still?
I don't know.
and this is one realm?
They're
Maybe
actually
not.
not native. If
No, they're
that
being
squid,
created. Yeah.
if that squid
So the-
showed up, made them. People hate them.
Maybe they were the first ones here still. I don't know. They could be.
No
Yeah.
one
Could've been
remembers.
here
What
first.
if there's like a bunch of realms, and then every 20,000 years they come together for a tournament?
Okay.
Pokemon?
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking hell yeah.
All right, never mind.
That's I want to go.
That's a whole
there.
other thing. Magic animals
I
that
want
we
to
make
get
fight.
there. Like I like getting to the fourth dimensional, hopping around different.
Yeah,
different
a round
what I would
robin
call
tournaments.
realms.
There's
to
just
save the
so
realm.
much. There's just so much other stuff.
But,
You know, I'm just
well, you
so
have to tell one story at a
I
time.
might not be a
But you
good
can
person
tell-
for this at all.
You can tell the story at different levels. You know, we can have the story about the science guy with the stutter, and then we can have the story about the overall, the realm wars. Like,
Okay.
we can hop
We
around.
can call it Realm Wars.
realm wars.
Yeah.
It's like Dungeons and Dragons.
Bring
and Star
me my
Wars.
grimoire of Realm
we
Wars.
want to mix Dungeons and Dragons and Star Wars and make
Do we?
realm wars. Both of those things work. No, I don't want to take from either, but there will be, I think, similar references if we're going like it's in the future, but it's the past, same time because they have,
Out of time.
yeah,
Man.
it's a still technologically advanced society. But they
Okay,
also
so
seem
land
old.
people.
Yeah.
Land people. I mean,
Land people.
what do you mean? Like
like regular ass, fucking dusty ass.
what's their thing? Are they
Cowboys.
cavemen stuff? Are they?
I do. That's good.
Are they space cowboys? Are
Dusty
they,
Why
Cowboys.
is why we're not in space yet?
we're in space no matter where we are.
And your whimsical Willy Wonka look on life
We're always
is
in
so hard to
space.
deal with when we're trying to just create
This is
just
a
like
fantasy.
I
It's
know,
the
but
only
like
place it would work.
it takes us off track of like laying the groundwork of the place that everything takes place in.
Whatever-
We're trying to figure out what people are here.
Let's figure it out. We can do whatever comes to mind. Ground people came to mind, and I thought of
Space cowboys.
I
You thought of leaving the
cavemen.
ground immediately.
You said cowboys. Okay, well they're floating in space though. I still see it be. I don't know.
You're one of those motherfuckers that says we're all astronauts on spaceship Earth.
Oh, nice.
You're one of those guys.
You just said that. I've never heard that phrase, so you're wrong. You know, you're the type of guy, literally, because I've never heard that phrase. But now I do, and I'm
You sound like
coining it.
you are a semantics guy, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you're describing is just semantics, I guess.
Yeah, dude. Well,
Frivolous
but that's-
semantics.
yeah,
No,
we-
I
we
wouldn't
can argue
say
about
that.
every little.
For me, I
Every
would not
little
say that
thing.
about me.
But that's what we're doing here. We're laying out the semantics.
Yeah.
Laying out the
Yeah.
things. You
We're
gotta-
about to
we're getting
fight
in the
over
weeds.
this. If this
About
becomes
what?
a cinematic
About Earth people?
dude, I'm just no, it's fine.
No, the
We've
whole
got
point
the
is to add
one
whatever you
fucking
want.
realm. Period. Only one.
There are no rules.
One realm.
You want to add Earth people? Add Earth people. Are they cowboys?
I don't know.
In
I
space?
just said that.
So I mean, yeah. So we could. I mean, so fuck,
Are they
dude.
more cavemen? Are they dumb? Are they like big giant?
Are these
dumb
like? Are we going to have
giants?
anybody that looks like actual like humans?
People-
Are
no,
they going to
I-
be humans?
I like a mammal. Like a mammal sort of thing. They could be
I
small
feel like there would be some human
quadrupeds.
type people for sure.
Quadrupeds? They walk on all fours. Walk on all fours.
Mammals.
People?
Like
Yeah,
that.
mammals. Straight up mammals.
They're regular people, but they just crawl everywhere.
No, like
Their
they're-
proportions
They're
are weird.
freaky. Yeah.
No, they're like people like, like in the same way that your cat's a guy.
Okay.
Oh, that's
people.
insulting.
So they're dumb.
They're just
They're
mammals,
useless.
man.
I do like the Earth, whatever that represents that Earth area, the dust people, being kind of like primitive caveman. I kind of like the walking on fours like a possessed spider kind of look.
I mean, I'm literally just thinking of squirrels and stuff. Like,
Okay,
I mean, it's
he's
like
one-
I'm small
he's one of the-
mammals.
yeah.
I'm at small mammals. Not
do
intelligent life at all, really.
I kind of think of it as a mutant race that would have spawned
Mutant?
up. It would be maybe very violent, lizard-brained, humanoid, some kind of
Turkey vulture people.
something, some stank in the pudding. You know what I mean?
What?
In the gene pool of life. You
A
know,
little bit of muddy gene pool, huh? Just
stank in the
rat
pudding.
people, rat persons.
You don't want smelly pudding.
Smelly
Oh,
pudding,
lost
eh?
you.
Man, shout out Toby's friggin' like Halloween decorations. Not just right there, but he's just like a seasonal go-getter, man.
He is, dude. He
go-
loves his holidays.
And he goes and gets it. You know what surprised me? An idea that was presented to me that I hadn't considered is so here in America we have like nice, neat, like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, right?
yeah.
Outside of here, like for example, and I have family in the Philippines.
Yeah.
They celebrate Christmas starting in September.
Really not.
That's the beginning of the season. Yeah. And I was like, wow, we would do that if we didn't have the other things to worry about.
Yeah, it's true. We would.
It would be Christmas way earlier. It just fucks with me. Can you imagine though, like just being like gearing up for Christmas for like 60, 75 days?
That's so much.
Yeah, it is. We do it for no more than like a month, right? It's a month.
I'll switch to Christmas right after.
I'll switch to Christmas right
Normally
the
after
fuck now.
Thanksgiving, but no, after Halloween, I'm just gonna probably switch up quick. Christmas style.
Yeah, I like a good. I mean, we don't have a hard winter that like isolates us from much of anything. But I do romanticize like a cold winter.
Dude, I am always just like trying to live in fucking New York in the early 90s, dude, during Christmas time. That is just like where my heart lives.
Yeah,
I guess that's sweet. I can see that.
Or just like I love
What
like
is it,
a cold city.
That's the word.
I love
was gonna
a
say,
cold city.
I was gonna
with
say
lights.
the cold cabin mountains thing works for me, but the city part makes it seem like a little more frigid. A little extra. Just the hard edges and hard people. Rather be. If I'm gonna be cold, it's got to be beautiful. I gotta see some waterfalls or something. I'm freezing. You
Yeah.
see something gorgeous.
I do. I do have a reverence for like really cold areas.
I couldn't be a city boy though. I don't think I could.
Man, the biggest psychos I've ever met have definitely been from Alaska.
Yeah, one of the biggest psychos. Wasn't that where that dude was from? That serial killer, wasn't he from Alaska? He had like a bunch of like kill boxes buried around the United States.
Damn.
I don't know. What's his name?
I'm in the cast of Rent. Always, dude.
Cold boots.
Dabber, do you know what serial killer? Israel Keys was his name. So this is what I'm thinking for dirt people. Dirt person.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
I like
Why are they
that.
balding?
Yeah, that's
got
a funny
pants
little
on?
ass-
Yeah, he's got
Trousers? He's got trousers?
They're not.
That's
So they're not
hilarious.
fully cavemen, but they are.
No, I'm
they are
thinking Home
kinda
Alone 2,
deformed.
Dabber.
They can stand up, but I think they just move like that because they can move faster, and they're pretty aggressive. You have to like kick them
Yeah,
off.
dude.
They're
Because
like-
everybody makes fun of them for being balding. They
They
can't
might
help
be-
it. It's just how the hair grows in.
might be a little bit cannibalistic or
I
just
do like that. And they have like.
predator. They're predators
What's the
in
trouser
multiple
stuff?
ways.
Is that
Well, I don't want to just like, I mean,
is it just like
I was trying to
skin?
be
That's just
decent.
skin? Or they don't
Are
have
these-
dicks. You have
Oh
to
my
deal
God.
with ass
No one
cracks
has
and dicks, floppy dicks.
Maybe these people shouldn't have dicks to represent, what we should do to predators. Maybe they should be.
What are they doing? Laying eggs?
They're very defensive.
They've
lay
got
eggs,
like they're
it's
like missing
hilarious.
hair on their necks from getting pecked on. They're like chickens, and they just lay
It'd be
eggs,
very funny if they laid eggs.
laying
But I don't-
fertilized eggs.
Oh, maybe they could still lay out a person, but just like a gross
Or
little
like seahorses,
sack. They're in a gross little, transparent sack.
bunch of them, like spawn,
Oh,
like
there's
turtle
a
or
bunch
like
of little
like
eggs in there
frogs.
that all
Yeah,
pop out. Oh, I kind of like
I
that.
do like that, and they just splooge on a bunch of eggs,
Okay.
fertilize them.
I like it being like fish eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they ship fish eggs but they know they're humanoid people, right? So they're like,
I mean, that's just gonna be how they look. I mean, they're all bald. They just
Can be
don't have
whatever.
hair on the top of their head.
well, they could have I like little spikes on the top of their head where those little lines are.
Spikes.
Little small, little horn lines.
Sure.
Give them something kind of prehistoric looking.
And they kind of skitter around.
They're
Are they,
sketchy. You can't trust them. But how smart are they? I mean, do they I don't even know if they have religion or anything. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they're just about hunting.
Yeah, I'm thinking that they're not intelligent.
They just
look humanoid.
eat and sleep and fuck.
Do they fuck? I thought we
They've got
just
'em-
went
well,
over how they don't fuck.
Are they asexual when they lay their eggs? I mean, somebody still got to come in there.
They have to be fertilized, but that doesn't
Yeah.
mean like fucking.
Yeah, it's not for pleasure. It's actually very gross.
So they just lay a clutch of eggs, and
So
then
there's
they
some, like,
bust
some
it.
cat dick looking thing comes out, fucks this guy in the ass, and he lays fish eggs.
No, that's not. No, dude, no. They
Some
lay a
barbed
clutch.
wire cat dick.
All right. What if? What
What do you got?
if? What if the eggs are huge?
Oh. I'm gonna squeeze them out.
That's fucked.
What if the eggs are fucking huge?
What if it just
this another
kills
guy down
them to
here?
drop
Yeah, it's
that?
another guy. He's picking out on the egg.
He's just okay.
They guard the eggs.
Yeah. And there's like 30 of them. In there
Fuck
or
out of
something.
here. Fuck you doing here? Looking at my eggs.
I like
it a bunch
I
of
like
them
it being
come at it?
huge. I do like the fish egg idea of maybe it's a little squishy, and maybe there's a bunch of people in there.
Yeah,
that
there's a bunch
burst
of dudes
out.
just fucking balding mid-40s men just floating in an embryonic sack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
essentially.
that's good.
I
And it's
like
like a
that.
spider egg where
Like
like
30.
hundreds of them come
Yeah,
running out.
dude.
Okay, I got to write about these Earth people. Like,
So like, is this person fucking dead that laid this egg?
I don't
Are
know
they
how
just-
they make the eggs.
Okay, so maybe it just expands out their bottom half and they're just still stuck to it.
They're like deflated
Yeah.
at the end. Or, you know, like Dabber said, that egg must be 80 eggs. It's just like it just Randy's out of them.
just one
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah. Oh.
Dude, I saw the funniest oh, I tried to send it to Toby. It's this guy that like is trying to push a cut tree and make it snap and fall over.
Yeah.
And he's making these Randy sound effects. He's like, and it snaps, and then it fucking whips him into it. Oh shit!
These like spongy eggs that you can see through and see all these
Bunch of guys
just
inside.
like grown ass looking motherfuckers.
And I guess they tear out of it, and yeah, I'll come tumbling out when they're ripe. Yeah, they have to have. I like the moaning language.
Yeah.
Caveman kind of grunts, but no, they can speak a little bit too.
Yeah,
They can put together a sentence, but
I
they
do
decide
like-
not.
they
to.
don't like to.
the
it's-
just Randy-esque yelling.
And you got to show it. You got to show the stretching.
Yeah.
Butthole. That's
Oh.
important.
I just don't know. I don't know who lays these eggs. I don't think these men lay. I think they should be like an anglerfish type thing, where the men are super tiny compared to the female.
Yeah. Okay.
They are
Oh,
a
so-
matriarchal society.
A bigger female laid that, and they're protecting it.
I love that. It's like drows. It's like the men
They're
are servants.
But these people are like people sized.
Yeah,
Maybe a little
just
bit
protecting.
smaller.
He's not squeezing one out.
God no, no. There's just 30 exact clones of him inside this egg.
It's pretty funny. Okay, I like that. Let's see, we got
Pollinators
Some
like insects that fly from ass to ass.
like Amazon female. Is that offensive?
Snoo-snoo?
Amazonian. Are Amazonian women just super huge? I've never really thought about it. Is that a real thing, or is that talking about a different type of people from a different time? Is Amazonian just mean from the Amazon?
Like in the sense
Or is
that
it
you're
like an old
talking
story
about,
or
it's
something?
more of like a
Sounds like an old wives' tale.
yes,
Old Amazonian wives' tale.
yes, lost civilization.
Yeah.
Super.
So I do like there
large,
being some
super
giant race.
sexy giants.
Isn't Wonder Woman kind of Amazonian?
Yes.
Definitely. Okay.
Was she really huge?
Aren't they bigger, or are they just super strong?
They're just in that they're super strong, but
Super.
in general they're supposed to be like big.
Yeah, they're like demigods.
Yes,
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they're older too, like by comparison. A lot older. Yeah.
quite.
Okay. Lay the eggs.
You ever heard of like the Necrons?
The
Warham-
Necrons?
Yeah, from like Warhammer. God damn, it's good. Sorry, I know it doesn't help what we're doing now.
Not at all.
It's good. We can talk about it
Distract
later.
me.
It is distracting.
So these Earth people. So I do like throwing conspiracy shit in there. Do we want to throw in something about the giants living in like the inner Earth or something?
Wait,
like
so
that?
did these little guys become big guys? So are all the people giants, but they start out real small and laid from eggs?
Could be.
They Benjamin Button. They start out looking like old weird little
And
crab
then
men.
and then they're giant babies. That's kind of funny.
Giant babies litter the land.
It's
Yeah.
kind of funny.
It makes me
It's
think
calling
of like,
dumb people big babies. In a way.
makes me think of Attack on Titan, that they're like some sort of base giant, you know, like they're giant and mindless somehow.
I don't know if they need to be mindless. I think that these are just going to take the place of like people.
Why? So
like,
they're infantile. Like, do the tiny?
I was
ones
just saying that they start out looking like mid-40s dudes and then just grow into.
I do
regular
like the
ass
idea
looking-
that the older ones can't take care of themselves, and like the little ones that look like people, like little, they take care of them somehow, and that they look advanced in age.
Yeah.
I kind of like the full Benjamin Button and going giant baby because it's like they spend their whole life preparing for like losing their mind and being giant and like causing damage. So they like have this dilemma of whether to trap themselves, kill themselves, because if they keep going, they're gonna cause destruction because you're gonna have no morality. You'll be a child, whatever. Something like that kind of. But what do you think about the inner Earth? Or them living in some...
So, check me out. I like the marriage of the idea of them being like ants, termites. So you have like a queen of some sort that's like a giant baby, and then all the workers are like little fucking balding men. You know, and you have these like intense networks.
The babies are the giants that live underground or in the earth.
So, I mean, we could have multiple giant babies, or it could be like a riff on a queen that's a baby somehow.
I
don't
kind of
know if
like
I love
the
that.
one queen as a baby.
There's one baby that lives in the other world, and maybe
And it's
other
the
ones could
oldest
be-
somehow, and it's somehow just, I don't know. It
Be one
sounds
of the few
hilarious.
surviving.
It sounds
So
fucking.
where's that tie in with so when they're born, they're old.
Right. So yeah, okay. So yeah, that ties
What do
in
they
with the
grow
queen.
into?
Okay, so like, with like a lot of insects that have like a queen, basically they're all related, and they're all like, so they're all one sex generally. They're generally female, and they're workers or whatever. And yeah, so they could be all uniform. So when they hatch, they could just be these like quadruped, fucking balding, fucking trouser wearing, fucking workers.
So they're the worker bees, essentially.
Yeah.
And then the queens are the babies that grow.
The one baby
They're
is
born
a queen,
that way.
it's a
They're just
baby.
born
No, they're
giant
just older.
babies.
They're older, and they're giant segmented babies. I think.
So did they grow from this state though? Or you said it was a different gender.
Okay, so like let's
said
look
baby
at it
was
like
like the
this.
other gender. You were saying baby and old man were like the genders of the bees.
Okay, so the queen would be the oldest and largest, and I guess based on the Benjamin Button thing, close to being a baby. And so whenever like the workforce, which is hatched from a bunch of eggs, they come out as fully formed. They're all male, bald, like that.
Yeah.
And there's just like a colony of those, and so they work pretty much like ants, bees, wasps, whatever.
Yeah, and they never grow up.
They don't get old.
Okay.
And-
They don't get old.
no.
Okay, they
just-
just
that's just
die
like
young and
one
therefore
stage.
old.
That's the stage they're in. That's what they look like. They're just
Okay.
like zipping around.
And then you're born a baby, then you're a queen.
No, you're just born a fucking balding middle-aged worker bee. Like,
But the queens, there would be more than one queen.
okay, so
Because
no.
if it's like a colony,
No, and
it's
that-
one colony.
Okay, if you want me to get into like the like,
You want to talk about bees? Don't
I'll talk about it. So I'll tell you how they make it. How do they make a queen?
No, I'm
the
saying,
queen?
would there be more than one baby queen?
No.
There'd be one colony with this one baby queen.
Yeah, and there'd be multiple colonies with their own queen.
So there would be more than one.
I do like the idea of there
You just
being
said-
like, huh?
So there would be more than one. There'd be multiple colonies.
Yes, but hey, check this
Okay.
out. If you want to do the bee
I like
angle,
multiple colonies.
so if we invert them, and so since we have like middle-aged balding worker drone or worker whatevers, so the parallel would be that you have these, like, and you were talking about Amazons. So like in the bee world, the males, the drones, are a little bit bigger than the workers that are females, and they're basically like fighter pilots that get like cleaned and like saved basically for nuptial flights. But they have to couple with other ones, right? So you have this giant Amazonian female that's reserved for breeding with the baby.
It's so weird.
It's fucked.
A bunch of middle-aged men breeding with a baby.
No. The middle-aged men are taking care of this giant fucking Amazonian chick that they're gonna just throw in the air and
What?
Yeah.
Where's the Amazonian people come from then? If there's the baby queens and then there's the,
right. So the parallels would be like that the worker bees are the middle-aged trouser wearing guys, right? And so like you have the queen, and the queen breeds with the males, and
do
the
they
males
still follow? Do they still? I mean, okay, so they still do the fish egg thing.
So
They
you
still
have
crawl on
so
all
there are
fours.
three types of life forms. You have the queen, which is a giant baby, right? And then you have the workers, which are fucking balding middle-aged men.
Okay.
And then you have the drones, which are the giant, sexy Amazonian chicks.
Okay. The drones. What are they used for?
Breeding
Breed with the babies.
the queens, yeah.
So giant Amazonian women.
Yeah,
Okay.
but somehow there's like
I'm down.
He's gonna look at something like this.
Can you combine an Amazonian chick with a fighter like a fighter jet?
I can show
Fighter
you.
jet.
Yeah.
I can
They're
show you
part
this.
fighter jet.
This like
What does that
this
mean?
wide-eyed giant baby in front of all these little men.
Yeah. This is what we're thinking. For sure.
So it's in a cave.
Yeah, they're underground.
So you've got the opening of the cave here.
Dude, this is good.
I like the inner Earth idea of there being the second sun thing.
Yeah.
And that's where this baby lives, or these colonies, whatever. And then the men crawling on all fours. I'm at the right.
Okay, so you've got your opening of the cave here that goes out into a path. You've got your little guys here sitting at the foot of the giant queen baby.
And there's bee-like colonies.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how ants do it. I'm really just good with the
with the bees.
bees.
And the Amazonian females are breeders.
Yeah.
They lay giant eggs.
Do they?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you want to go off what I know,
Yeah, they
fertilized ones, the fertilized
So why
ones
are the
only.
babies involved at all at that point?
What do you mean the babies?
Why with the breeding process?
What are we talking about?
Maybe they should breed with a bunch of the weird men. Maybe the Amazonian woman breeds with the weird old men. They make the babies.
The little guy, he's naked now. They're always naked.
Takes like
I just was
100
trying to be
of 'em.
tasteful for YouTube, but fuck it, they're naked.
No trousers?
No, but no wait.
Trousers is a selling point for me. It's a non-starter if they don't have pants on.
I can't not pants.
They come out of the
Pants
eggs.
them. Pants them on.
I'm confused.
All you gotta do is draw a couple lines. Boom, boom, boom.
If the
Pants.
men
They have
come out
pants
of-
on now.
So just to recap,
You're gonna have bulges.
Amazonian woman breeds with baby, makes 30 older men. And
Okay.
then where does the baby come from?
Okay. Fertilized
And the
egg
Amazonian
equals.
women, because the men come from the eggs.
Well, it equal like
Yeah,
there
men
can-
come from fertilized eggs.
and queens come from
Unfertilized eggs.
unfertilized eggs. Okay.
Oh, so there's still that makes sense with the big egg. It's supposed to be a baby in there, but if you fertilize it, it makes a bunch of old men. I like it.
Just like
Wait, so
so
there needs to be
many.
something else
He's
for-
like middle-aged men.
There needs to be something else fertilizing it then, because the baby's inside.
Balding middle-aged
Possibly.
men. Some of them have mustaches.
There
Tons
needs to
of
be
chest hair.
another race that, or another. There needs to be male Amazonian people or something that make, because they can't breed with the thing that comes out of the egg.
This is
Right, they're all
fantasy,
related.
Toby.
They're all
They
related.
can't breed with the baby that comes out of the egg that they're making with the baby.
I do like the idea of like there being a bunch of just slight variations in the caverns, and that they got to go to other ones, the Amazonians.
Okay. Just to keep it
Yeah,
keep it fresh.
that's how it works
Yeah.
because they're all related.
I don't know who they breed with.
I
yet.
love
That's
just
my
like
only
giant
question.
fucking gap-eyed baby.
Just
Scary looking
shitting out a
babies.
bunch of middle-aged men. Yeah, I think it's fucking good.
Oh, that's funny.
I
They are
really want to work
protecting
in the
baby.
Amazonian thing somehow. Like if we could somehow combine like
I do like-
snoo
I like
with
the idea
fighter jet.
That it's the same egg that they come out of, and one is like maybe a tainted egg. Like they're supposed to come out as a big giant baby, but something happens, something fertilizes it that's fucked up.
You will
And-
bring me snackies.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't like. I'm thinking of like just a mountain of, like, yeah, a mountain of clutch, like a giant clutch of eggs, and then it's just like sitting there and it's not fertilized, and then the act that fertilizes it is this fighter jet snoo, like just slamming
jet
into
going
it, and then
into it.
it's fertilized then.
Okay, so the Amazonians die and become
It's like a sperm. It's like a sperm.
The Amazonian men die and become
Yes.
sperm.
No,
No.
the snoo fighter jets are like sperms.
Coming from what?
coming from the skies.
So they come out of the thing
the
like
taller caves.
so they could be like somehow like some. So I'm thinking of like some marriage of snoo moth fighter jet,
I need to go
and they
on
emerge
more.
up out of there,
Okay.
I just want to know
fly
who the
into-
father is.
breakneck speeds, and
Why does
punch
there have
through.
to be a father?
I just want to know how the process works.
It's
you know,
dude. Okay, so I mean, dude,
the fighter jet thing. I mean, I'll go with it, but what?
You could just be
Where does it come
sperms.
from?
What do you mean? They emerge from the fucking mountains. They come out of the mountains. They punch out of the mountains, and then they punch into other mountains to
They come
fertilize
out
the.
of the mountains. Okay,
Yeah.
and then they impregnate other mountains
Mhm.
to make these eggs. Wait, no, the eggs come from the
Okay,
Amazonian
so
women.
you need
The Amazonian women could be asexual. They could just make these eggs, and they're trying to have more babies, but the mountains are fucking their eggs, getting them all screwed up.
so the mountains are full of like unfertilized eggs, which turn into more snoo fighter jets, which have to.
Hold on. Slow down, snoo.
Sexy snoo fucking stealth fighter pilots.
Fighter pilots are jet. Are they the jets themselves?
I
You
have.
could say
It's
they were
not
the
fully
fighter
formed.
Jets.
Somehow I would like a sexy muscular fighter jet lady that's a sperm.
You want too much, man.
I don't know how that would look, but
You just wanna come on some muscly girl.
What?
You just want to be bench pressed.
No, what are you talking about? I'm thinking of what's funny and applicable for kind of bees.
Fighter jets are hilarious.
Yeah, fighter jet snoo fighter jet is funny.
Okay, so I'm rolling with it. The
Yeah,
mountains
so we-
come fighter jets.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that.
Okay, so you have these fighter jet snoos that come out of the mountains.
Are you taking this seriously?
I'm just trying to think. So you have like the baby queen that's laying clutches of eggs and they're unfertilized, and they need to be fertilized by other snoo fighter jets.
So the fighter jets are like a spore. Oh, that comes from the mountains.
No, it's just a sperm.
That's
Somehow,
like a sperm.
so somehow the sexy snoo fighter pilots are going to slam into the clutch of eggs, fertilizing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mountains fertilize the eggs and turn them into the people.
Yeah, the dudes.
And the Amazonian women are asexual and
No.
create the eggs by themselves.
No, I see. I mean, if you could just say that the fucking
But they just have eggs.
that they're just unfertilized eggs and they
Yeah.
become snoo fighter jets. Yep.
What becomes the fighter jets?
I don't know why.
No,
I mean,
what? It just comes from the mountains, you
unfertilized
said.
eggs.
Unfertilized eggs become babies.
Unfertilized eggs become dudes.
No, we can do it either way.
Fertilized eggs become dudes. Unfertilized eggs become fighter snoo-snoos.
Fighter snooze. I thought those came from the mountains. That's what I'm saying.
They're all in the mountains.
What do you mean?
Everyone's in the mountain. The mountain is like an anthill, sort of.
You said they come from the mountains. You didn't say they came from the eggs. We can't birth the fighter jet. things.
Yes, you do. Like, okay, so
Where do the babies come from then?
the
we messed up.
mountains. It's all in the mountains. The mountains are anthills, and the mountains are the baby and the dudes and the snoo fighter jets.
Yes, but we have a place that
And they're like complex little tunnels or
they
whatever,
come
and they're in the
from.
mountains, and it's basically an anthill. And then
So where do the babies come from? Just tell me the birds and the bees here.
okay,
Where
so
do the babies
in
come
the
from?
in the mountain you have one queen, that's a baby,
No,
and
just tell
about
me.
40,000
Stop
dudes.
there. Where did the baby come from?
Where'd the baby come from?
You don't need to worry about where that baby came from. It came from an
How did you-
unfertilized egg.
How did you get?
So when the
he
egg-
just said that he wants those to be
Babies
fighter
lay the
jets.
eggs.
Royal jelly. They feed a fucking fertilized egg. Royal jelly turns into a baby when they need to. That's what happens.
You take
They
a
feed it royal
fertilized
jelly.
egg.
Yeah. So it's
feed
going to
it-
be a dude. And if you want to make it into a baby queen, then you just give it royal jelly.
Okay.
Okay.
And otherwise, it becomes the bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
And
In mass.
okay. And the fighter jet thing.
Unfertilized eggs. And they have to come from other places.
I'm still confused about the fighter jets. So now we've explained the babies. Good. Royal jelly. I'll accept that. Fighter jets come from the mountains.
Other
Literally.
mountains. Other mountains. Everything has their own fighter jets, but they're all related, so they can't fucking
Everything
fertilize
has their
themselves.
own fighter jets. What do you mean by that?
That's just the sperm female sperms,
That's female sperm coming
which is
from
the
mountain.
snoo fighter
I'm not
jet.
picturing it.
All
Can
right,
you-
so I've got you on the snoo fighter jet, dude.
All right.
Yeah, I need something visual, I think, because
That's why I'm doing this, dog.
I'm thinking of like a puffy We Can Do It sort of like moth lady fucking fighter jet thing.
Oh, crazy! Is that what I fucking did?
Yes.
moth lady. Okay, so this is sperm in this world? That's what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah.
So you've got a little guy there for scale.
Yes.
They're big.
And they clean them up, make them fucking shiny, so they can slam into the egg sacs.
And some of them don't always do that. Some of the Amazonian ladies, they don't end up fertilizing eggs. Maybe that's not their lot in
Laying
life.
They don't take the nuptial kamikaze flights.
Well, the Amazonian ladies lay the eggs, right? And these things.
Well, so
come
we're
from the
saying
mountains to
Amazonian, but we don't necessarily mean Amazonian. These are
Big.
like moth creatures that are like that
Yeah.
pollinate.
Yeah.
They're pollinators.
They come from the mountain, dive into the egg, and then
Fertilize
they die in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they become
give up-
they become 30 little dudes.
They give up. Oh, maybe the jelly eats them. Turns them into the guys.
Turns them into little dudes.
It's kind of funny that the royal jelly turns the dudes into the baby. I like that a lot.
Okay, so this is your sexy moth lady,
Okay,
sexy giant moth lady.
I do like that.
this is gonna be fun to read back later.
It's good. I think it's brilliant.
Notes.
Brilliant, he says.
I do. I think it's brilliant, dude. If I think it's hilarious and like just slightly to do with like tangible stuff. It's very comical.
Give me just a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I do like the idea that they're not just killing themselves to make old dudes.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, we could smush together that.
But that's
that
what they're making when they fertilize them.
Oh yeah, they're totally gonna die to do it.
Yeah, but not
Comic-Con.
all of them want to do it.
So yeah, maybe they're just flying around grabbing stuff and putting it in their sacks,
Yeah.
having
Sack
sacks,
stashing.
having sacks, putting stuff in the sacks.
One sexy ass live action film. You're right. Goddamn
Very
right.
confusing. Yeah, it would be a very confusing thing.
All right.
Hero.
just randomly running over. I tried to write it just so it would spark my memory later, not to reread. But what we got was Terra, Cirrus, cloud people living in the tops of mountains so high there's no gravity, floating land masses, Orapod, Zappa the water maker the people, Earth people crawl on all fours, lay huge eggs. We changed that. Soft outside like fish eggs. Bunch of guys inside. Amazon females are breeders, lay the eggs. Big baby bee like colonies. Fighter pilot moth ladies come from the mountain to fertilize eggs and create old men and add royal jelly to eggs to make giant babies.
Perfect.
Woo!
Nailed it.
That's exactly what we were talking about.
It's accurate. It's completely.
It's everything. It's deep.
Yeah,
it has it means a lot. We created a squid god and then a very freaky race of people. It's very aggressive, freaky little men. The only thing they're sweet with is the eggs, and maybe the moth ladies,
And Mama's a giant baby.
and they protect.
They clean the fucking fighter jet snooze.
I try to type babies,
Just lick them clean.
Yeah, just a bunch of them, just like.
and it tried to change babies to babia.
Babi.
It thinks I'm trying to make up words.
Or you're trying to fucking give a recipe.
Babia.
Yeah, I'm thinking like loincloth, even just snoo, full on
Yeah.
snoo.
Well, I'm glad the Amazon aren't fucking the babies anymore. That's all I'm
They were
happy
never
about.
fucking the baby.
They
Dude.
were at one point.
No, they weren't.
No, it was always this.
They were fertilizing with the babies.
That
At one
no,
point,
not
that's
No,
what
it's a
I
clutch
said.
of eggs. It's the women
Multiple
flying into the
times.
clutch of eggs. That's always
That's
what
what
it's
it
been.
is.
That's what it is. Their sperms and the sperms with
Fighter
the eggs.
pilot moth ladies. God damn.
Fucking,
Is this a dream? Yeah.
it's good. It's a fever dream.
It's your area of the lore world is gonna be real sexy, isn't it?
No,
There's gotta be sex everywhere.
not at all.
sex everywhere.
Throw it around. Everybody's gotta be sexy.
It's
But I
transactional.
just feel like you can go all out with the
All right,
outfits.
so we've got moth lady Amazons. We've got the little men around giant Beyblade.
Oh, that should be its name, baby,
Babia.
with the IEA. So maybe
So Babia. And then we've got our crystal people. We've got our water folk.
baby,
So we went with crusty earth.
baby,
Crusty earth.
could be baby.
The bear.
All right.
Super
I mean, is
bear.
this good? Or are we trying to run the gamut and finish it? One more, or is it
Finish
two
it.
more?
It's two more.
Oh, I
kingdoms.
don't have two more
Yeah,
in me.
no. Let's come back.
We've
come back to
dived deep though. We did great.
Thank you guys for suffering through that with us. That was
Hell yeah,
This is interesting. This is a good exercise for our brains.
yeah. This is great. Creating some new stuff and the shit. We'll have this is some funny shit too. There'll be some humor in it, but
No humor.
I already imagine it more.
The first part was
More
very serious,
terrifying.
and then we had fun with the second half.
Well, it's all in there, Everything's canon.
We love you guys. Thank you so much. There's we got stuff going on this week, so look out for
Much
that.
love.
Y'all playing shows?
We have a Halloween show at Diamond
Yeah, come there.
on Saturday.
Is that in Alabama?
No,
It's in
it's in
Diamond?
in Hickson.
Oh, Diamond's Billiards?
Yeah,
They
You
do
should
shows?
come. Sometimes.
we've done a show there.
I used to go there a bit. Not a bit.
Okay.
Some. I used to go there some.
Well,
That's a good
Go
dart
play
place.
some
That's the best dart place.
dude,
That's
I don't-
serious dart place.
it's a serious dart
Yeah.
place, and we almost got into a fucking fight with the dart league when we played there last Halloween.
They were where the stage was where we were supposed to stand. Right
They were
there.
supposed to move down for us and give us 2 boards so we could set the sound system up, and they didn't do that. They were kind of really shitty about the whole thing. When they knew we were going to be there, they knew that they were like being
Darts.
allowed to continue as long as they moved over.
Yeah.
And then they tried to big dick us and successfully big dicked us. We didn't set up until like almost 11.
Darts are the priority. Which I get
well,
it.
honestly, so out of all the places that have a sanctioned dart team, like that's like the biggest.
That's the big
one.
spots.
Yeah.
They have a
Oh,
bunch
yeah,
of
so
dartboards.
I mean, Hair of the Dog has a team, I think, or they used to. They have 2 boards.
Yeah, that sucks. This place has like 15 boards.
Serious place. They should just call it Diamonds Darts.
Yeah. Dartmans.
Yeah.
Dartmouth.
Yeah.
Dartmouth.
Dartmans.
But we're going to do that. There's a play dead lesson and backing track coming out on Thursday. Toby's doing a stream tomorrow.
Yeah, dude, we always around. We love y'all.
I love you very much.
Add to the lore of our lives.
These lores of our lives.
Lores go.
Nighty
by.
night.